Smash it. Smash it. Women hold about 24% of national parliamentary seats and 6.3% of top international leadership positions. Our influence is rising. While some argue female leadership brings increased collaboration and different perspectives, power remains largely male dominated. Welcome to the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. Hush. We're doing it for the culture. Smash it. Let's go.
Young you wait. Young you made this.
Smash it. Please come in. Like, share, and subscribe to Culture Media. Welcome. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2026. It's 7:18 p.m. EST. We're going to wait for a few others to get in. And I dropped the link, I pinned the link for the ladies whom I've invited to this dynamic women's panel. We have structured topics, and because I invited special women to add a little sauce. It creates a great recipe for commentary, discussion, and flushing through real topics with possibly real solutions with women on the panel. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to start off with our show because I have to set the tone for the ladies. They're probably a little delayed. But here's the thing, every human on the planet has one or more archetypes. You probably don't know what archetypes are. Well, every human on the planet is comprised of certain archetypes. It defines behaviors and personality. It goes a little bit left from astrology, but it's all under the same umbrella. So, we're going to first warm this dynamic panel up with getting you to understand what archetypes are. And then we're going to get into the female archetypes when the women join the panel. Okay? So please like, share, and subscribe. We exercise the Fair Use Act always. Always. Culture media, we're doing it for the culture. So let's warm this live stream up with sharing. Let's see. The video for archetypes. Okay? And we're going to share this video just in case you want to come back to it, right? Just in case you want to come back to it and learn what your archetype is. So let me drop this in the chat. Smash it. What's up, Chakra King? Sage, present. We're going to wait for the others to come, but we're going to start this party off right. So this is the video here, reference video number 1. No problem, Clyde. Smash that like button and let me make you a mod. Okay, so let's get into the human archetypes first, okay? I'm going to wait for the other ladies to join, but just so you guys can know where we're going. I don't know who this is. I don't know who you are, Jonks. Let's see. I don't want to get all nervous. Let's put my banner and bring the first guest up. TD Caprio.
Good afternoon. I'm
Oh
really
my
no,
God.
hold on now. I'm really excited about this live. I set aside some time to watch this. I don't know the full guest list you have, but I like the rebrand that you're doing, and there's no sarcasm, no trolling. I do want you to call out at some point when other women have tried this. Other women have failed to support the content creator who tries to hold these different types of forums that are similar to yours. And I hope that's not the case with yours. But if that is indeed the case, you women like K-Fit, like what is oh,
I invited all of those women. I invited everyone actually. The pretty intelligent panel was just a play on words for rebranding purposes. Let me remove that. It's all about hearing the woman's voice. This is a male dominated platform now in all sectors. The
Mhm.
leading content creators and influencers, all the way up to mega tier 3 content creators, are males. There are no females or female shows in those spots. So I want my shot.
Yeah, you'll do well. You'll do well, but you're gonna have to get on the neck of these women who fail to coalesce around women who are trying to do positive things in a particular space. But yeah, I'm waiting. The only person I do remember one name that didn't belong on the list, and that was Dory. But
So here's the thing, because this is a pretty intelligent women's panel, I really wanted to invite those women who do get a bad rap of being eccentric like myself, or strange or weird, or whatever, to come and let their voices be heard in a very structured manner, and maybe the audiences will change their perspectives on how these
well,
women deliver content.
we have 7 years of data downloaded about Dory that we know that she's neither pretty or intelligent. So hopefully she won't show up. But I'm in the crowd. I'm listening. Good luck.
You want me to drop you? Okay, let me drop you. Only talent would feel like he needs to trash or crash a women's panel. So let's get into this commentary, shall we? I did share the reference video number one. Let's get into this while we talk about human archetypes first. Which one dominates your personality? You see this, guys? These are all the archetypes. And we have a lot of different, oh, sparkle.
Love you, girl. Look at my brown beauty. I love her. Smash it. What's up, Booski? You looking good, honey. Shout out to the women's panel. This is uplifting. This is amazing. I didn't know we had people in thongs that hide behind avatars trying to, come to the women's panel. But shout out to your twin, Claudiva. It's good to see queens, real queens that's coming to bring something enlightenment. Okay, so
But
smash it,
so
y'all.
so thank you so much, Sparkle. I just want everyone to know that once we start the show, I am going to be real strict with this panel. Okay, so I'm not going to go back on my word. But go ahead,
I know,
Sparkle.
I know that's right, girl. But yes, I can't wait to see it. And I'll definitely be supporting y'all. Hit that love, comment, share, and smash it. Smash that like button. Love you, baby.
Okay, so let's get down to the show. Do you guys see the 12 archetypes? We're going to first start off with introducing the archetypes of human beings and then women. And when the women join the panel, we are going to get to know each other through what archetypes they feel they are after it's been explained. Then we're going to get into several different topics that they'll be able to weigh in and talk about. But this is going to be fun. It's not going to be too deep. And it's going to be explanatory. So even if they don't understand what archetypes are, that's the point of starting this live stream with explanation. So let's go. We exercise the Fair Use Act.
Stories and myths all over the world since the beginning of time. Carl Jung defined 12 archetypes that symbolize basic human motivations, as well as drive our desires and goals. These archetypes resonate with us so much that we continue to tell stories about about them. Moreover, they are featured in just about every blockbuster movie or best-selling novel. Each type has its own set of values, meanings, and personality traits. Individuals may be a mix of archetypes, however, one archetype tends to dominate. It can be helpful to understand our archetypes in order to gain insight into our behaviors and motivations. Here is an outline of the 12 archetypes and their most common traits. Number 1. The innocent. Those who identify with the innocent archetype are sometimes criticized for being naive dreamers. However, their positive outlook and happy-go-lucky personalities can uplift others.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Smash it, smash it. The first one, remember, the innocent. Every human being has these 12 archetypes. It gets more scientific when we delve into man and woman archetypes. This is an all women's panel, so we're only going to delve into the woman, female archetypes. Let's go. Smash it.
The innocent always tries to see the good in the world and looks for the silver lining in every situation. Goal, to be happy. Fear, being punished for doing something wrong. Weakness, being too trusting of others. Talent, faith, and open-mindedness. Number 2, the orphan. The orphan archetype represents those who are dependable, down-to-earth realists. Some people might describe them as a little negative at times. The orphan is always searching for belonging in the world and may join many groups and communities to find a place where they fit in. Goal, to belong. Fear, to be left out or to stand out from the crowd. Weakness, can be a little too cynical. Talent, honest and open, pragmatic and realistic. Number 3, the hero. The hero thrives on being strong and standing up for others. They may feel they have a destiny that they must accomplish. Heroes are courageous in their quest for justice and equality.
Hey, hello. What's going on? Why are we listening to an AI video?
Because we want to know the human archetypes before we delve into discussions.
Who is we?
Don't start.
But I wanted to ask you. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute. You
Hold
asked
on.
a question and now you're over talking me.
Oh,
Just pay
go
attention.
ahead.
The first one was the innocent. The second one was the orphan. We're up to number 3, the hero. Just so that we don't lose our audiences because you're trolling. Go ahead.
Lose your audience. Hold on. Look, listen to me. I am here, but I do want to say something. Sparkles came up here, and you seemed a little perturbed by his presence.
I'm perturbed by your
But
presence too.
no, but hold on. But you did him. You know, I'm not sticking up for the guy, but he identifies as a woman, and you basically are stating that you wouldn't want him on this panel. So you don't consider him a female?
So this is a very scientific based show.
Mm-hmm.
It is very structured to biology. And I really want to stick to women who bleed every month. You don't necessarily have to have a child, but you have to be born a woman to understand the science of the 12 female or women archetypes. I don't want to
Okay.
confuse the audience.
Okay.
That's why I'm
I got
going
it now. So this is an exclusive community, not an inclusive community. That's what you're saying,
basically.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Well, look, I'm waiting for a client, other pretty women to show up, and we're waiting. Well, but you know,
But hopefully you are grasping the information. So when we start our discussion,
we'll look for beautiful women to talk intelligently about serious issues. We don't care anything about this archetype stuff. This is just a time filler for you until Pizarro ends her live and sends people over here. So let's
Basically,
keep it real.
yeah,
But
basically.
don't let anybody come up and entertain while you're stalling for time. Don't waste time with this AI video stuff. Kick me out of here. I promise I won't click the link again. Goodbye.
Bye. Back to the video. Just for a recap, we've discussed the innocent, the orphan, and the hero. Okay? So these are very important uh, characteristics and behaviors of all human beings. And I don't know why Talent is acting like he's so annoyed with this information, like he knew it already. You know what I mean? One thing about a narcissistic man, they don't like to learn from women. They just don't. He doesn't know this stuff. You could tell. Please like, share, and subscribe. Smash it, smash it. This is the pretty, intelligent women's panel. Okay? And we are all inclusive, but for science-based purposes, this live is only for biological women. And I hope Sparkle and any other uh, trans community person understands this. There will be many panels that we will be inclusive, just not this one today. Okay? Thank you so much. Let's continue. Smash it.
Will stand up to even the most powerful forces if they think they are wrong. Goal: to help others and protect the weak. Fear: being perceived as weak or frightened. Weakness: arrogance, always needing another battle to fight. Talent: competence and courage. Number 4, the caregiver. Those who identify with the caregiver archetypes are full of empathy and compassion. Unfortunately, others can exploit their good nature for their own ends. Caregivers must pay attention to looking after themselves and learning to say no to others' demands sometimes. Goal: to help others. Fear: being considered selfish. Weakness: being exploited by others and feeling put upon. Talent: compassion and generosity. Number 5.
This is Gen Spark. It's like having a full-stack team in one workspace.
Please smash the like button. We're researching and going over the 12 archetypes of human beings before we bring the women up. Let's go.
The explorer. The explorer is never happy unless experiencing new things. They may enjoy visiting different countries, or they may be happy learning about new ideas and philosophies. However, they find it hard to settle down at one job or relationship for too long unless the job or relationship lets them retain their freedom to explore. Goal: to experience as much of life as possible in one lifetime. Fear: getting trapped or being forced to conform. Weakness: aimless wandering and inability to stick at things. Talent: being true to their own desires and a sense of wonder. Number 6, the rebel. When the rebel sees something in the world that isn't working, they look to change it. Rebels like to do things differently. However, sometimes rebels can abandon perfectly good traditions just because they have a desire for reform. Rebels can be charismatic and easily encourage others to follow them in their pursuit of rebellion. Goal: to overturn what isn't working. Fear: to be powerless. Weakness: taking their rebellion too far and becoming obsessed by it. Talent: having big, outrageous ideas and inspiring others to join them. Number 7, the lover.
We're going over the 12 human archetypes, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, smash that like button, come inside the chat. This is the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. We are going over all of the human archetypes before we delve into the signs of the woman. We're on number 7, the lover. Let's go.
The lover seeks harmony in everything they do. They find it hard to deal with conflict and may find it difficult to stand up for their own ideas and beliefs in the face of more assertive types. Goal: being in a relationship with the people, work, and environment they love. Fear: feeling unwanted or unloved. Weakness: desire to please others at risk of losing own identity. Talent: passion, appreciation, and diplomacy. Number 8, the creator. The creator is born to bring something into being that does not yet exist. They hate to be passive consumers of anything, much preferring to make their own entertainment. Creators are often artists or musicians, though they can be found in almost any area of work. Goal: to create things of enduring value. Fear: failing to create anything great. Weakness: perfectionism and creative blocks caused by fear of not being exceptional.
Please like the video as you come into the chat. Welcome to the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. The ladies are joining me after this segment. I just wanted to provide research and information to the audiences and to kind of prime the ladies to get prepared for the 12 female or woman archetypes, because there's science in the woman and man. So let's continue. Smash that like button.
Talent, creativity, and imagination. Number 9, the jester. The jester loves to liven up a party with humor and tricks. However, they have a deep soul. They want to make others happy and can often use humor to change people's perceptions. Sometimes, however, the jester uses humor to cover his or her own pain. Goal: to lighten up the world and make others laugh. Fear: being perceived as boring by others. Weakness: frivolity, wasting time and hiding emotions beneath a humorous disguise. Talent: seeing the funny side of everything and using humor for positive change. Number 10, the sage. The sage values ideas above all else. However, they can sometimes become frustrated at not being able to know everything about the world. Sages are good listeners and often have the ability to make complicated ideas easy for others to understand. They can often be found in teaching roles. Goal:
Please like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Smash it, smash it. This is a warm-up of information for our Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. We have 12 archetypes of all humans. We all could have more than one. Most times we have a few of them, of the archetypes, but it is all about what is most dominant in your behaviors and your trait. So that's why I definitely wanted to provide this information before we delve into real serious issues with a panel of women from all walks of life. We all have different personalities, and it's really good to understand human beings and how they behave as you interact with them. Let's continue. Smash it. Number 10, the sage. We're almost done.
to use wisdom and intelligence to understand the world and teach others. Fear: being ignorant or being perceived as stupid. Weakness: can be unable to make a decision as never believe they have enough information. Talent: wisdom, intelligence, and curiosity. Number 11. The magician. The magician is often very charismatic. They have a true belief in their ideas and desire to share them with others. They are often able to see things in a completely different way to other personality types and can use these perceptions to bring transformative ideas and philosophies to the world. Goal: to understand the fundamental laws of the universe. Fear: unintended negative consequences. Weakness: becoming manipulative or egotistical. Talent: transforming people's everyday experience of life by offering new ways of looking at things. Number 12. The ruler. The ruler loves to be in control. They often have a clear vision of what will work in a given situation. They believe they know what is best for a group or community and can get frustrated if others don't share their vision. However, they usually have the interests of others at heart, even if occasionally their actions are misguided. Goal: create a prosperous, successful family or community. Fear: chaos, being undermined or overthrown. Weakness: being authoritarian, unable to delegate. talent, responsibility, leadership. These 12 archetypes offer us guidance that can help us to understand our motivations and draw on our own strength.
Smash it. Let's go over the 12 archetypes really quick, just for a recap. And we will be bringing the ladies up in just one moment. These are the 12 general human archetypes, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, the innocent. Number 2, the orphan. Number 3, the hero. Number 4, the caregiver. Number 5, the explorer. Number 6, the rebel. Number 7, the lover. Number 8, the creator. Number 9, the jester. Number 10, the sage. Number 11, the magician. Number 12, the ruler. Again, we can all have a combination of many of the archetypes, but it's the one that leads with the most dominance that we relate to. This is the reference video that I'm dropping one more time so you can watch it in its entirety. Smash that like button. I misspelled, it's a typo, but here's the reference video in the chat once more. And right now, right now, let's get ready for the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. Ladies, it's time for to join the panel now. Let's go.
Young Witness.
Jay Dunn, you're the first one on the panel. Clyde Eva said that she was getting herself together and coming up, and I know a few others that told me they will be here. But thank you for being the first one. I'm glad that you're here because you're pretty intelligent. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you know, Virgos, we definitely are prompt and we be on time.
Yeah, yeah. So, so here's the thing. We do have some topics that we can start warming up because I really do like talking to you, even though you're like a mini Virgo and I'm like big Virgo, right? We already talked about your zodiac, you're a Virgo. If you guys didn't know. But let Jay Dunn introduce herself, and without doxing yourself, name, where you're from, the zodiac, your profession, and a fun fact if you could give us.
Okay, so I'm Jay Dunn, and originally born and raised in South Mississippi, but I currently live in Atlanta. Um, I'm into freelance and filmmaking currently. That's my passion, which is why I was very intrigued by the video that Trish played because I was trying to find my archetype. And when the creator one came, that definitely does resonate with me. In the fun fact, most of the people around know that I played uh, female tackle football a few moons ago. Is that all?
Of course, it's not all, Jay Dunn, but that was good introduction.
Well, no,
So
I mean, because you gave me several different points to hit for the intro. So I was trying to make sure I got all the points.
right, and because no one else is up, you can go as long as you want. Are you done? Do you want to tell us?
Oh, also, yeah, I'm a Virgo, just like Trish, but I'm a September Virgo.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm done. We can
yeah,
proceed.
yes, and you're a September Virgo.
Hmm.
She's a rebel. I also could tell you that there were a few of those archetypes and the general archetypes that I could identify with you, but first and foremost, of course, the creator. So that was the one that resonated with me the most as well. Um, but the caregiver, there were a few ones. The hero. There's a lot of similarities, but the ones that lead with the dominance, I guess it would be the creator. Would you say so?
I would say the creator. And when you did run through the 12, the rebel is one for sure. I've always had that mentality though. On and offline. So that one as well. And yeah, I think those are the two main ones that really resonate with me. Those two.
So, Virgo, done. You're Virgo done today. You do
Hmm.
know the signs of woman, right? We have
Um.
we have different archetypes that go even beyond the 12 human because we're designed differently. You understand?
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
women, the woman, outside of the 12 human archetypes, we have 12 female archetypes too. And that's what I wanted to
Hmm.
discuss with the women if they were up here so we can all join in on trying to pick which archetype for the first segment. But being that you're here, you're just as good because two Virgos is like 20 women. Okay? So let's get into why there's female archetypes. A lot of people like, what does she talk about? Human, you're human. No, but we're born and designed differently. So here, just very quickly, on the 12 female archetypes, Jaden, can you see that?
Um. Yes. Uh huh.
Okay. The 12 female archetypes are distinct patterns of feminine or feminine energy, behaviors, and inner voices that influence how women lead, love, and grow, often drawing from and adapting Jung Jun, Jungian psychology. I don't know how that's enunciated, but these archetypes act as mirrors to navigate personal power, nurturing, and transformation. Common examples include the queen, warrior, love, mother, and mystic. Those are just one, two, three, four, five out of the seven. What's up, YouTube cameras? Hello, where are you? Where are you? We're up here. Jaden and I are chatting. Thank you guys for your love. Please like the video. Smash it. Smash it. Why don't you? And we're waiting for our panel of pretty intelligent women to join. Well, we have the beautiful, the intelligent Jaden. Okay? We're waiting for
Yes.
others to join. So, Jaden,
Hmm.
the 12 archetypes of women. Instead of playing another video and boring the crowd to death, I wanted just to show a diagram. And we're visual people, so I'm sure you'll be able to um, maybe depict which one is yours. Let me pull that up first. Please like the video.
Okay.
Smash it, smash it. This is so, here we go. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this one. Which one would be better? Let's see if you could see this. Let's see if you guys could see this one. Jadon will let us know if she could see it. Jadon, can you see that? Smash it.
So I have to, because I'm talking to you through my phone, so I had to bring my phone up. But yeah, I can see it. I can see everything.
Okay, good. So the audience can see it as well, right? We have 12
They should be able to.
Okay, we have 12 female archetypes. The first one, the queen. The second one, the mother. The third one, the warrior. The fourth one, the priestess. The fifth one, the lover. The next one, the wise woman. The next one, the wanderer. The next one, the muse. The next one, the heroine. The next one, the rebel. The next one, the trickster. And the last is the healer. So we have 12 female archetypes. Out of the female archetypes, Jaden, which one do you think, or which ones do you think resonate with you? Smash it.
So for these, probably would be like now. Hold on.
Not a problem. Smash it. Smash it. Thank you guys for liking the video. Hey, the hood table. How are you, boo? Why aren't you guys not hitting the link? We got to get this party started right. I know it's Friday and you probably are just getting in and getting settled at home. I really should push the time out to maybe like 8 p.m. next time. But for right now, definitely hit the link when you can so we can get this conversation amongst us women started. We have Jaden up here with myself, Trip. YouTube cameras. How are you, boo?
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it. Smash it.
So, as you could hear, we were talking about the 12 female archetypes, YouTube cameras.
Mhm.
The mother, the warrior, the priestess, the lover, the wise woman, the wanderer,
Mm.
the muse, the heroine, the rebel, the trickster, the healer.
Mm.
You can have more than one, but do you identify with any of these female archetypes? You should.
Yes, the queen. That's number one. Okay. I don't want to say the lover. It's somewhere in between the lover and being the spicy one. Let me go down. What are the rest again?
The mother,
Uh,
the warrior, the priestess,
the,
the lover,
the warrior,
the warrior.
the
Okay.
queen and the warrior.
What
Yeah.
about the wise woman? Do you believe that you're wise sometime?
I believe that I'm wise, but I can be impulsive and I can be very um ugh,
I understand.
you
But
know. I'm
The
looking for that word.
the wanderer, the muse, the heroine, the rebel, maybe the
I
rebel.
can be the rebel too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that in you. The trickster and the healer.
I don't know about the trickster. No. I
Right.
says Gage.
So I could see I'm about 9 out of the 12. The queen, the mother.
Oh, wait, you can select up to 9?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, I gotta see them all then so I can select. Yes, I would drink some tea, Sage, babe.
Oh, are you not feeling well, hon?
No,
Okay.
I had this like
And
scratchy
hey,
thing in my
YouTube camera.
throat. Hi, Jake. How in the hell are ya? And Zulu.
Doing all right. Thank you. How
Hey,
in the hell are
Zulu.
you? It, I was looking here too, Trish, and it looks like I think the rebel and the trickster. I was kind of picking up the phone to see
You would
exactly
pick the
what
trickster.
each one stood for.
Hey, Mika, hit the link.
Yeah, I think that one.
Okay.
MU hit the link. Can
Hmm.
MU meet? Oh, well, Mika
Yeah,
and Jake can't get
MU,
along.
yes, of course. I invited MU, Mika, Clyde Diva. I'm waiting for you guys so we can start. This is all like warm up so we can get to know each other before we start our discussions. It's really good team building practices just to even everyone out. So if you're identifying as this and that, and you're introducing yourself, Jadon, before we go into introducing YouTube cameras, which everyone should know, but just in case, which ones did you identify with for the record?
Me, the queen, the warrior, the rebel. Can I see all of them? I didn't know you picked 9. You said you had 9.
Yeah.
The wise one. Well, may take out the wise one. Half wise and half something else. The muse.
Hey, Nika Boo, come on.
At times, the healer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is that enough?
Yeah. No, it's really about what you identify with. I identify with 9. The queen, the mother, the warrior, the priestess, the lover, the wise woman, the muse, the heroine, the rebel, and the healer. Jadon?
So for mine, I was saying the rebel, the trickster, the muse, and the warrior.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think you're missing one.
She's missing a couple.
I think she's missing the wise
Who's
one.
got the background? Who's got that
The wise
background
one.
noise?
Well, Zulu is walking around. Do you hear him?
No, it's like feedback. I hope it's not me.
Okay. So while we're waiting for the other ladies to come up and start this, let's introduce YouTube cameras. This is the introduction to the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. And the intro, I don't know if you could see. Wait a minute. Where are you?
What do you do? Solo layout?
No, yeah, I did solo layout. So introduce yourself, name, if you want to say your city or where you're from or roundabout, your zodiac, profession, and a fun fact.
My zodiac, I'm a Cancer. From the East Coast. What else do I have to say?
A profession and a fun fact.
Oh, I'm definitely not saying my profession.
Okay, and a fun fact.
A fun fact. Oh, that's a good one. Why you didn't tell me that? I gotta think about it. I feel like they kind of already know some. What would be a fun fact? I don't know. I have to think about it, Trishy. What could be a fun
Even if
fact?
they
Did
know
Jay
it
do a fun
already,
fact?
YouTube. Yeah, I did, and it's one that people already know on here too. But I still use that one because that was the first one that came to
What
mind.
was your fun fact? So I get an idea of what a fun fact is supposed to be. Like something shocking or
Oh,
surprising, like kind of like, hey, you didn't know this about me, but hey, there you go.
so
Isn't
my
that
fun
one?
fact was the fact that I played female tackle football. But people
Oh,
on here know
okay.
about that. But that's one of those fun facts that most people don't know.
Uh, Probably most people don't know that I really was into fitness. Like I did a couple of competitions. Fun fact that people don't know. Maybe a few people remembered it. Mm-hmm.
I
Trisha didn't know. Oh, she didn't know. Okay.
That is
Well, damn.
beautiful.
Well, damn,
How
Trishy. Well, damn, Trishy. How you didn't know this? There you go.
I think I would have loved you more. Smash it.
Girl, I was all muscle. I was skinny as a toothpick. I was all muscle.
Oh God. Wow. So I don't know why these
Into the
ladies
ring.
are taking so long, but we're going to keep this show going with Jay Dunn and YouTube cameras, Cancer and Virgos, very compatible signs. I'm waiting for the diversity. And remember, ladies, before we start our discussions, healthy communication and understanding brings resolve. So we need to learn how to communicate better amongst women on this platform. And oh, who is here? Mika!
Hey now.
Hi, Makeaboo.
Hey y'all.
Thank you so much for coming and blessing us. This is a very mature panel, very, very, you know what I'm saying? And it's all
Right.
in peace. So
And
before we get into the segment, and I'm glad that you came before we started it because I hate to go back. Have you seen the 12 female archetypes?
yeah, I was looking at it when you had it up there.
Sure. Which ones do you identify with before we get into your introduction? Or it could be
Um,
multiple, it could be all, just
let's see. I think I picked the mother, the warrior. And the reason why I didn't pick queen, because you have to have like the warrior and the priestess usually under the queen, even though I am the queen of my castle. But the mother, the warrior, the priestess, the wise woman, the wanderer, the heroine, the rebel, and the healer. Did I do good?
Yes, they were very similar to mine too. And now that we got that all out the way to learn a little bit more about my Mika, let's give her an introduction, bring her to the stage. Let's go.
Well, hello everyone. I wasn't expecting this. I am unapologetically Mika. I do have a channel. I am an Aries. I have an Aries sun and a Scorpio moon. Very fiery personality. If you come at me, I'm going to drag out of you. That's just who I am. That's my fiery personality. I love to educate. I love teaching people. I love crime type of content. I did go to school for forensic pathology, but I did not finish due to having lupus. But I'm a pretty outgoing person. Just don't piss me off. Yeah. I'm done, I think.
You got to give us a fun fact.
A fun fact.
Yeah.
I'm very tomboyish, and I used to have a motorcycle. Oh, and I used to be a stripper. My stripper name.
Uh-uh. Mika.
Yes, my
For
stripper name
real?
was Entice, Intyse. And I used to strip in not Charleston. I would never strip in Charleston because people know me too well. I would strip in Columbia and Orangeburg. Yes. And I'm
Let's
sorry.
go, Mika. No wonder you got, that's where you get your big booty from. What have they done?
Probably because I came up, and honestly, I don't like that she was here first. She was here first. So I will leave so she can come back. But
No, we keep doing this. We're gonna have nobody on this panel, and I don't want to start that. Misunderstood.
okay.
Put in a link.
I do have 4 girls and 13 grandbabies.
Okay, wow, that's
A
impressive.
lot.
Okay, so I hate that Jay done dropped because this could have been really good.
I was wondering how they were going to be on a panel. I didn't know if they can coexist on a panel or not.
I can. I mean, I'm here for Trish because Trish invited me. And
Yeah.
at first I was going to stay in the chat, but because she invited me, I came up,
No.
Hey, MU.
Hi, MU. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Don't you know how to warn somebody before you put them on camera?
You look beautiful always. Always. Thank you for joining.
Hey, YTC. I don't know if I can stay the whole time because I'm watching the news with Iran and Israel, but it's okay. I'm here for right now.
Okay, so right now, very quickly while we have you, you saw the 12 female archetypes. Which ones do you identify with out of the 12? You can have multiple.
I would definitely be the healer because people feel really good around me. I do have the gift of healing. I make people feel very comfortable. That is, let me make sure. Can we choose more than one or?
Yeah.
We had 9.
Absolutely. I have 9 out of the 12.
Okay. I'm a healer, Tuesday, rebel, heroine, wanderer, lover. I would be a hero, a lover, a mother, and a queen. That would be me. And I think that if you guys have ever been around me for any length of time, you guys felt good, you felt healed. You could definitely tell that I'm a queen because I'm very self-sufficient and I'm a mommy. So, all of these things just describe me.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Now let's get into your introduction before you just dip out on me. And this is simple. Women's panel introduction, your name, your city. You could be, ambiguous, zodiac, profession if you want. And you must give us a fun fact about yourself.
Mercy. Okay. So I'm MU, misunderstood. I am from Palm Springs. I live in the desert, SoCal. A fun fact would be, oh my goodness, I don't know what a fun fact would be, you guys. I'm a year away from getting my bachelor's. Is that a fun fact? I don't know.
That is a good fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to get my bachelor's in psychology, so I'm pretty excited about that, and it's just been all good from there. Hey, you guys.
That's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
good, MU.
I'm so proud of you, MU. You're
you.
always, since you have been evolving, you've always set goals for yourself. And every time I speak to you, and this is the truth, you have a new goal. So one thing that I'm recognizing, you set a lot of goals and you accomplish them. So kudos to you, boo.
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. So where are the rest of these ladies? If they're not going to join us, we're going to get it started now. So guess what? We have a structured panel. We have YouTube cameras, misunderstood Mika up here. Let's get into the first topic, okay?
I haven't a J done. What's a J? Okay, let me go on mute.
She left.
Okay.
She left. Okay, so before we start, guess who's here?
Oh.
Sorry about that. I'm here. I'm sorry about that. My show went a little. Hey, everyone that's here.
Hi, thank you so much.
Yes, I was looking at y'all and I was like, damn, I need to get over there. So I'm sorry, it just went a little.
Thank you for coming, boo. So I wanted to ask, this is the question that I wanted to ask you. Did you see the beginning of the show? Because I know you was in here early about the 12 female.
I didn't get to like see everything because I was live, So I would I gotta do a little bit of a replay.
Okay, so
Am I
let's.
staticky or can y'all hear like feedback?
No, we can hear you fine. I think I'm a little staticky though. So I'm going to go on mute and I want you to look at the 12 female archetypes, Clyde. And
Mhm.
there's 12. I have 9 out of the 12. The other ladies had multiple out of the 12. You don't have to choose one. Which of these 12 female archetypes do you identify with?
Well, I just see like 5 right now.
Okay, so can you name them, Boo?
Yeah, mother, warrior, lover, of course, priestess, of course, a wise woman, and there's a couple other ones on there. Muse. I'm always a muse to people, and of course, everyone wants to believe they're a queen, but I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm immortal.
Did you choose wise woman? I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Because that's just reality for me.
It is. So I just wanted to make sure you're able to self-reflect before we start our discussions, because we all want to know exactly how we identify so we're able to communicate better, especially healthy.
Yes.
It brings resolve. So I'm going to switch this topic up really quick. Before that, we're going to introduce you, Clyde, because we haven't introduced you yet. And you have just a
Everybody knows my black ass, okay? And my puppy's back there.
Clyde, could you stick to the format, girl?
Okay.
Women's panel introduction, name, city, zodiac, profession, and fun fact. You can omit or be ambiguous with one. Don't dox yourself or whatever. But we just want to get to know you just a little bit better. Your name, your city, zodiac, profession, and a fun fact. That's the best one. The fun fact. What's fun about you?
Well, I'm Clyde. I'm from California. I'm from the Bay Area. What's fun about me? I'm a comedian, okay? I be going off over there. People do say I talk slow and stuff like that, but I do it for a reason. So, and of course I'm an actress and model and all that stuff, so that's me.
I love it. You are so funny sometimes, the way you word things in your presentation. So we have some structured topics. I wanted to see which one you guys want to discuss first, because I don't want to bore you. I want everyone to be engaged. Spring Fashion 2026. The new hip hop next leaders. Music, right? Or something more controversial dealing with education. Supporting LGBTQIA youth in schools. What lessons with, the vital lessons with Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leader nonprofit that advocates for LGBTQIA lessons in all national schools. So those two topics. You want to talk about spring fashion? You want to talk about hip hop next leaders?
I like that the last topic is like something to me that is important.
Supporting LGBTQIA?
Yes. That's very important to me.
Okay, so
do y'all hear? I feel like there's a feedback. It might be
probably me. It's probably me. So we're all gonna have to be on mute until yeah. So YouTube cameras, what do you think about this topic? YouTube cameras? You there? Mika?
Girl, I was on mute and I almost clicked myself off. Now, what'd you say? I don't know that I want to talk about the spring fashion because I haven't been paying attention. Now, what was the other stuff? I like the controversial stuff about, what'd you say, education or LGBTQIA stuff?
Yes, Clyde chose that. So you agree with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, Mika, what about you?
Same.
Okay, so MU, you're the last one. You want to delve into that topic? We're going to spend 10 minutes.
And you should like this. This is controversial. And, you do politics and all that stuff, MU. So this would be right up your alley, MU. She might be on mute like me. I almost clicked myself off.
Hey, be careful. Okay, so let's just say it's a vote of, you know, I think she'll agree with this topic. Ladies, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get into a video to delve in from the Trevor project. Um, really controversial. It was a webinar, actually. And I wanted to play a bit of it so you can get oriented and we can take the topic from there.
Hi, everybody. This is next in our series of vital lessons with Dr. Vin Gupta and with me, Randy Weingarten. This series, which we are honored to co-host as well as others, is designed to give our members clear and trusted guidance on issues that shape our schools, healthcare settings, and public service workplaces. And tonight's focus is really important and very close to home because across the country, LGBTQIA plus individuals are facing increasing attacks in schools, in healthcare, in sports, in daily life. And these attacks really affect young people who need support and stability. And they are deeply affecting educators who are both LGBTQIA plus, as well as educators who are queer allies, as well as educators who just are part of our bigger community.
So we exercised the Fair Use Act, although this was a public webinar for the educational system. Who is typing in the back? Okay, not a problem, MU. I wanted you guys to understand where this source was coming from so we can lead our topics from what we consider experts in this field. And if we don't have to always agree with them, right? But let's just have a dialogue. This is the reference video. I'm going to be reference video number 2 for this live stream. I'm dropping it in the chat. So if you want to see the video in its entirety, you absolutely could. This is a very controversial topic. We're going to spend about 10 minutes on it. Category: education, supporting LGBTQIA youth in schools. This is vital lessons with the Trevor Project. We're going to fast forward it really quick so that you can get to the meat and potatoes and we can have talking points. Let's go. Hold on, before we get started, someone else hit the link. Let's see who just joined us. QI, wonderful. Smash it. Perfect. Finally, you came here. Finally, smash it. Hey, QI.
Hi.
How are you? So, very quickly, because we want to be fair. These are the 12 female archetypes. Look at them very quickly and then tell us which ones. I have 9, the other ladies have multiples. Which ones do you identify with the most in your behavior and personality trait? And after that, we're going to introduce you. Let's go.
Okay. Can you read them off? Because I'm on my phone. I can't see that well.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry.
The first one is the queen. The next one is the mother. The next one, the warrior. The next one, the priestess. The next one, the lover. The next one, the wise woman. The next one, the wanderer. The next one, the muse. The next one, the heroine. The next one, the rebel. The next one, the trickster. And the last, the healer.
From what I've heard, all but the trickster.
Got it. Smash it. So 11. She beat me, guys. So here we go. QI, please welcome to the panel and introduce yourself with name, city, zodiac, profession, and fun fact about yourself. And then we're going to get into this controversial education topic. with the LGBTQIA? QI?
Okay. Well, I'm QI, media art, of course, and pretty much I am from the South. And my profession is I'm an artist, at first a graphic designer, an artist, so I'm very creative as well. I have been an advocate, for the majority of my life for things like mental illness, DV, and, all types of situations that directly relate to mental illness. And of course, I am that wonderful Leo, the lion, Ra.
Okay. 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 All right. Let's get into this video, this webinar. Let's go, ladies. This is education category, LGBTQIA. Here we go.
Coming on the screen. And the second is Casey Pick, the Senior Director
Everyone,
of
please
Law
unmute.
and Policy at the Trevor Project. Casey leads their national work to advance policies and practices that protect LGBTQIA plus youth and this is really important, to ensure they have access to crisis support and affirming care. We are grateful that Casey is with us, and we are grateful, frankly, for the Trevor Project that has been a lifesaver to so many young people for so long, and a project that we are happy and honored to support. So Vin and Casey, take it away, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make my camera work so I don't look like I'm, looking across at you instead of looking direct at you. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy. As always, thank you to Randy Weingarten, AFT president, for supporting what we're doing here with Vital Lessons from the very beginning. Randy and I first started working with each other during the pandemic on. Sorry, Randy. Oh, I thought I heard Randy. I just want to say thank you. And to all of you that chime in or that view these national town halls, we are trying to fill the void in effective, clear health communication on a variety of topics. I won't rehash the syllabus that we've done.
I can't hear you guys. Can you hear each other?
Yes, we can.
Okay. It looks like Randy might not be hearing audio, so I'll nation's experts here really talking about these vital issues, and I'm much more student than anything else and learning along with all of you. I do want to just emphasize, lots of issues that I think have obviously been talked about in the news. We're going to focus on the state of LGBTQIA plus healthcare, talk about how students and parents are impacted, and really how to focus on mental health well-being and really promoting that, make sure that we have an understanding of what we can do to get access to needed services or to help people that might be struggling. I want to just take a quick step back and focus on what's been happening. So just a quick summary here. This doesn't give me any pleasure to go through what has been.
Get ready to prepare yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's go.
A very difficult set of, I guess, just setbacks for healthcare for those in the LGBTQIA plus demographic since the Trump administration has taken power. We've seen this under rollbacks to the non-discrimination protections, Section 1557 of the Affordable Care Act, that was weakened. Protections under Section 1557, which really prohibited discrimination of healthcare provision or the delivery of healthcare programs on the basis of sex. That was significantly weakened by this administration. They've rolled back explicit protections for gender identity, making it harder for folks to say transgender people to access care. If insurer has decided to not cover something for somebody that might be transgender, that rollback or that weakening of these protections based on gendered identity actually makes it harder for people to promote or to fight maybe an unjust insurance claim or insurers denying their access to care. We've seen rollbacks to PEPFAR at the global level, cuts to HIV/AIDS prevention and research. We've seen transgender health and gender-affirming care capabilities through Executive Order 14187. I'm just looking at a few notes here, be systematically weakened. Defunding and censorship of LGBTQIA plus health research and resources through the NIH. Studies specifically NIH funded focused on this population have been defunded. Suicide prevention and mental health services, the 988 suicide prevention hotline, that national hotline focused on suicide prevention, had as option 3 the ability to get LGBTQIA plus tailored services if you called in, and that option has now been removed. So a lot here. It's almost too much to get into holistically, but I wanted to, Casey, give you the floor here to make sure, one, I've got that right. Please correct anything I might have gotten wrong. And two, just to sort of hold court here on these policy developments.
So you guys heard the webinar introduction for the policies from the administration. I'm going to go around the room. This is the first question. Do you think 12-year-olds go under a gender identity transformation or reassignment surgery? 12 years old. YouTube cameras, you're first. Everyone else on mute.
Wait, and what did you ask? Do I think that they go through the transformation?
No. Do you think that's a ripe age for a child, with their parents' permission, to get a gender, a surgery to transition to the other gender?
In my opinion, I believe that is too young. It is too young now. I understand the pressure of society, and maybe, they've been struggling with issue. This would be the right age and the right time to be feeling some sort of pressure, maybe some sort of identity crisis, maybe feeling like they're not comfortable in their own skin. But 12, in my opinion, I feel is too young.
Okay, thank you for that, YouTube cameras. Mika?
I completely agree with her. That is way too young. I don't even think it should be something legal. I believe that it shouldn't be legal until 18 or 21, when the child is older and can make his own decisions on, the gender that they choose to be. I've seen so many different stories where people are making these decisions at a young age and then they regret it later and they try to reverse it. But a lot of times it's just way too late. I just think it's just way entirely too young. I'm sorry for the background noise. My window's open. But yeah.
No worries. Thank you so much for that, Mika. MU?
Heck no, they need to sit their little arse down somewhere. I feel that they're too young. Their brain is not developed yet. And there has been cases of older adults coming out saying they regretted it and they wish that their family would have made them wait, and it's irreversible. So no, absolutely not. Too young.
Thank you for that, Misunderstood. Clyde, your thoughts, madam?
Yeah, I'm right here. For me, 12 seems kind of young, but like at that age, I agree that that's the time when, feelings start popping up and you want to figure out who you are and stuff like that. And I think parents should be supportive of that. You know what I'm saying? And then let everything else kind of fall into place. And that's it.
Thank you so much for that, Clyde. And QI, your thoughts, madam?
Just like everyone else, I feel like that is too young because, at that age, you have not properly, figured out who you are. We all know that, especially during our teenage years, we go through different backs and forwards in terms of our identity. We even do that as adults. So I feel like that should not be something in terms of something that permanent or something that can have a permanent effect. That should be done at that age. However, just like Clyde said, I think that the parents should definitely support their child during that process, and therapy and different things of that nature to assure that the child is mentally stable.
Okay. So let's talk, ladies, about the curriculum that are put inside these systems, these educational systems for all children, even if they do not identify with the LGBTQIA. Do you guys think that a school should transform its entire curriculum to cater to uh, LGBTQIA, kind of shoving this curriculum down other children that don't identify this way and probably don't even understand it, uh, because it's still being researched and everything. Um, how do you guys feel about that? Like, literally, books are more pro, um, and it's okay to be pro LGBTQIA, but the curriculums is what causes the controversy. They're becoming more educated in these classrooms, and some are saying that it confuses all children, that especially the ones that don't understand the gender thing because they're not going through it. Your thoughts, YouTube cameras?
I mean, I think that education of any young adults, be it minors, I think that that's where there's that struggle, or there's that political view, whether at what point does the parent have a say so in what happens and how their child is educated. And maybe some other young adults don't want to be they're not privy to the information, or it's confusing to them. There's a fine line between educating the kids versus having the school make decisions where the parent should be stepping in, and the parent is the one that's responsible for educating and making their kids aware of certain situation that they're too young for. So yeah, it can be confusing for a larger group of people.
Okay.
I heard like background noise.
That was me coming off mute. I'm sorry. Are you
Oh.
done? I didn't hear you say I digress.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Mika.
Okay. Everybody knows I am of the LGBTQIA community, but I am kind of old school. I don't agree with the push or the current LGBTQIA agenda that is being pushed. I feel like, you know how we used to have sex ed back in the day, and we would have to get our parents' permission. They would have to sign a permission slip, and we would go through
Yep.
sex ed. I feel like that is something that should be offered that way, but not a whole curriculum change or a push. No, I don't agree with that. But yeah, the other thing, yeah, I digress.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mika. MU, Mama.
No, absolutely not. I live in a very liberal state, and I took my kids out of public school because there was a time they were trying to have the gender fluid bathrooms, and I wasn't comfortable with that. The same way they took sex education out of the classrooms for heterosexual couples, I feel that the teaching starts at home, and it should be up to the parent to teach their kids about that. It's one thing to be aware, but that's the parent's job, and I just don't feel that pushing that in the classroom is appropriate. Not for it at all.
Yeah, I agree with that being a parent's job.
Interesting. Fly, Madam, your thoughts?
Well, it's not just being pushed in the schools. It's like all on television. It's when you walk out the front door. So if you're not like telling your kid at like 3 or 4 or 5. Hey, look, you might see mommy kissing a girl, or you might see daddy kissing a guy. Like, what do we do here? To me, I'm thinking differently. Like, it's out here, so it's really just up to the parents to just keep their children informed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to happen regardless. It's already happened. It's been going on. They've been pushing that in the school system for years. You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's more blatant, I guess you could say. So I'm confused. Like, to me, it's just part of, you have to let your kids know what time it is. And if you don't like it, yeah, you should definitely take them out of public schools, because we know how public schools run, you know, and that's just how it goes. Mm.
Yeah, big facts. QI, thank you for that, Clyde. QI, your thoughts?
Yes, as a member of the community, I would like to say that, acceptability and education for the LGBTQIA community is just as important. Now, I do think that it should be offered maybe in high school, and it should be an elective, just like you have the option of home ec and different things being an option or elective. I think that should be an elective. And like Clyde was saying, just like with sex in general, that's one of the things where parents a lot of times drop the ball of educating their children about sex, because whether they like it or not, it's going to be introduced. And it's better for them to be properly introduced and educated than to be improperly introduced and educated, and likewise. But in terms of everybody going through it, or going through it at or at a young age, I think it should be offered in high school, and it should be an elective, an optional choice, because it's just as important that everybody gets education about themselves.
Very, very good, ladies. I guess the general census is that education, including sex education, should start at home, right, ladies?
I
Absolutely.
agree.
Yep. It's our
I
job
agree.
to put kids 1st. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next topic, ladies. That was wonderful. Okay, now we have a choice, and it may get a little controversial. Okay, we have a choice. Uh, we could spend 20 minutes discussing relationships and relationship goals for women, or 20 minutes of YouTube culture and networking freestyle.
Dang, that's hard, bitch. Okay, I'll go last. I don't know.
We'll start with YouTube cameras first.
Okay.
Which one?
Say it again. I heard the YouTube part of it. And what's the other choice?
So 20 minutes of relationships and relationship goals regarding women, or 20 minutes of YouTube culture and networking freestyle.
Okay, the YouTube part. I don't want to hear about people's relationship stuff.
Okay, Mika, your thoughts?
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah, I'm not emotional and
Which
stuff
one?
like that.
Which one?
The YouTube the culture thing.
YouTube
The
culture
second one.
freestyles.
That
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Say,
And
are you talking about is it on me?
yeah, your
Okay,
turn.
sorry. Are you talking about human relationships, or talking about intimate relationships? What kind of relationships are you talking about?
Just YouTube relationships in general. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be relationship dynamics. Mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, neighbor, YouTube dynamics.
On YouTube?
I can go with that. I can do. Okay, I thought you were talking about, as long as it's not romantic relationships. I'm gonna lean towards the relationship part. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it only regarding women.
Yeah, women relationships.
Right. Okay. Or YouTube culture and networking freestyle. That's the other one. So
I don't
you
have anyone to network really, so I'm gonna have to go with relationship.
okay. So Clyde,
I'm going to have to go with relationships as well, But networking for me is a relationship.
It
If
is.
you
It
network
is.
with me, then we go together.
Okay. So
I don't.
we go. QI is about to break the tie. Which one, Mama?
Yeah, as long as it's like relationships when it comes to women on like women dealing with women or women dealing with men in types of overall and not just romantically. I'm with the
Right.
relationship
No.
aspect.
I would have said romantic relationships. I'm a verbiage person.
Yeah, I
Relationships
know.
and women, and I really want it from the perspective of women and the dynamics. It could be how we interact with
Yes,
relationships. So,
I'm with that.
so here we go. We're gonna spend 20 minutes. Sorry, YouTube cameras and Mika, you lost, and maybe you
It's
understood
good.
pick part, but it's about overall relationship dynamics. Uh, we want to start off this segment with talking about uh, how we started off with the introduction with our zodiac signs, what our fun facts were, where we're coming from in our lives, if we're parents or not, and things like that. Um, that plays a huge part in how we interact in our relationships, where we are in our lives at presently. Correct? Do we all agree?
I agree. I mean,
I agree.
Right. So
I
okay.
agree. I
Okay.
agree.
So we're going to all have different outlooks of what we see for a seek in a relationship, whether it's a girlfriend, um, uh, uh, anything. You understand? From that perspective, what are your approaches to connect with people as a woman? Are you aggressive? Are you apprehensive?
Girl, not aggressive. What kind of relationship? Like a friendship? Like a YouTube ship? Damn.
I meant like if you're a socialite, you're aggressive because you're bouncing around. Hey,
Damn,
girl,
Trishy.
that's aggressive to me. Not like come here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying when you are a socialite and you bounce around and you like to meet people, you like to connect with people that way. But if you're an introvert, what would be your approach to those relationships? How
If
do you,
you're an introvert,
yeah, like
I
how do
can be an introvert when I'm surveying or trying to see, like get a scope of, the people, feel I like to observe. But being an introvert and trying to get to know, like new people means being able to listen, being courteous. I'm courteous anyway, friendly, quiet but observant. Just paying attention and being observant to your surrounding and to the people that you're trying to get to know. That's my approach anyway. Same on YouTube.
you, you YouTube cameras, you're not that friendly, but I digress.
I'm not that what? Well, this social media app has made me to not be friendly to oh, well, I was going to share something, but never mind.
My thing is I understand we're all guarded in some way, but how do you build and you tread your journey with being so guarded all the time? How does a woman connect to people, whether it's a man, woman, coworker, religious leader? Mika, what are your thoughts?
Ooh, well, let me start by saying I am an introvert that's an empath. I am very shy. I do not like being around a bunch of people. It took me years to actually go live and speak to the masses. I dropped out of college because I didn't want to do public speaking. Like, that's how bad it was for me. But I'm a very kind person, but I'm not about to be, I just can't do it. It's hard, Trish. I don't know how to break that wall or bring that wall down. I'm very, very guarded. And in order to be in any sort of friendship relationship with me, I have to trust you. and you have to be honest with me. Those are the two most important things when it comes to relationships, any type of relationship. I need a foundation with you.
I agree. I totally agree. Misunderstood?
I'm an introvert, so I'm very comfortable by myself. Most people that want to be friends with me approach me. I'm getting a little better at. I think when an introvert is
It's not misunderstood. Stop.
I was gonna say, MU, you?
Hold on.
I can see it a little bit, but
Hold on. I am an introvert. And the reason why I actually even speak to MU to today, because she approached me. She kept approaching me in chats, remember?
No, I do remember, Trish. You approached me, and you accused me.
No, you approached me. What? You approached me.
I don't think either one of you is an introvert. MU maybe used to be, but not anymore. Trish, you know.
Sorry for interrupting. I just was busting your chops because I distinctly remember you approached me. You chased me down to be my friend. That's all I remember.
Oh my goodness. You accused me of coming on to you, and you stood with that.
After the fact, that was like 2 years after you chased me. That's
I'm coming on to her. Oh, damn.
Yeah, she did it to me on her panel.
No,
it was funny. It was funny. You know what I mean? It was funny. But
I'm gonna finish my answer. Okay. So not only am I an introvert and people come to me, okay, there can be an exception. There's always like one, whatever. But people come to me, I'm also an empath. So I have to protect my energy. And I am really protective over my relationships. I used to try to be more like, oh, I need friends. But my best time is spent by myself. And introverts like a little social interaction, like we do like it, but what makes us an introvert is our recharge is in our downtime by ourselves. So I do enjoy when I'm like, this is cool. The times I'm social is cool, but introverts need that alone time to kind of recharge and get back out there. So
Are you an Aries?
Unless
I'm an Aries.
Yeah.
That day, Mika, and then MU chases you around YouTube for 6 months, you know.
I didn't chase you around YouTube. You come in my chat and you were
no, that was after Kimmy and Pizza and that live, those lives. You used to always type and at me and things like that, and I would be like,
I don't even like the at symbol. People know me that when I type in chat, y'all don't ever see me use at. Like I just put the name. Because I don't type.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you always put Trish. And I'm like, who is this lady?
You
wanted
to
meet me now, so it doesn't matter. What does it matter?
Be like that, but you wanted to meet me so bad. And
oh!
Yes, you did. You did, Trish. Why?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about for the secret island vacation YouTube Street?
No, even before that, you already wanted to meet me. You were like, "Oh, my dear, talking about how
wanted to meet you privately." Whoa, pause.
Yeah, no, you wanted to meet me on the island. I sat on the island.
Yeah. Of course.
And you promised I wouldn't get beat up on the island. You promised me.
No, we ain't doing any of that shit. We're grown and sexy, girl. Grown
and sexy.
But I'm just saying, you fought for my friendship, and I gave it to you.
Thank you for giving it to me, but you fought for my friendship, Trishy, and I was like, okay, cool, you cool. Because remember, we're gonna do that dance competition where you're going all like this.
You're never ever because you're scared. You're scared.
I'm not afraid.
Anyway,
I'm not afraid.
Hey, John.
We gotta let Clyde answer the question.
Okay,
sorry, Clyde. I'm sorry, babe.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I was letting y'all talk.
I'm sorry. I had to get her together, Clyde. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was the question again?
Your approach to relationships. How, we all exist. How do you approach getting to know people on YouTube, offline, female, male? It doesn't matter.
I'm aggressive, I guess. I'm just me.
What?
Just me.
You are?
Y'all have already seen how I act, so I'm just me. Like I don't feel like I'm an introvert. I'm definitely not. And
I would have
go after what I want.
I really thought you would be an introvert offline. So you're not an introvert. Got it. Okay, but
Mhm.
you're more outgoing and more of a socialite, Clive.
Mhm.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a socialite, but I'm not someone that be in clubs and doing all that ignorant stuff, but I am easily approachable and I can talk to people.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay, wonderful. I could see that too. Okay, and QI, we already know what you're gonna say, mamas. But go ahead.
Well, believe it or not, I am an introvert first and then an extrovert. Let me explain. I'm an introvert because if it's my choice, if I'm not approached, then basically I will spend time, basically analyzing a person as well as maybe having a conversation to see if it's possible that I build a rapport. And one of the most important things is like trust, like in whether it be a business relationship, or a friendship. One of the most important things to me is trust and communication. I have to be around someone that is, intelligent and someone because, we may have opposing views when it comes down to different things. And I need to know that, we'll be able to communicate and have a difference in opinion without having conflict as well. Um, basically, I forgot my last point, but basically, communication, trust, whether or not I'll be able to chemistry, whether or not I'll be able to, build a rapport, whether or not I think the business or the relationship or the friendship will work out. And, I'm both introverted and I can be aggressive at times.
I
Okay.
can too, honestly. Once I get to know you, then you get to see that other side of me, you know? Mhm.
I'm like that as well. It takes a long time for me to
Me
drop my,
too.
you
That's
know,
why I have to observe first.
yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
And then you put your foot in the water, you test the water a little bit and see how far you can go. But a lot of people wear masks. So, always expecting for the mask to come off. And when it does, that determines whether or not I break the relationship, friendship, businessship, or whatsoever.
Mm. So my next question to you ladies, and this is a tricky one. So get ready. Do you feel that when it comes down to women in any relationship, we're taken advantage of the most? Women on women, men on women? Do you find children on women? Do you feel that women are stepped on in many scenarios and relationship dynamics because we are women?
Are you
You
going to go in order
Yeah,
again?
of course. You two
Okay.
can clock.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I do believe that we are taken advantage of, or we are targeted the most. We're even like worse on ourselves. Actually, if you think about the sector where we're in, when it comes to any sort of, let's keep it on parasocial relationship online. On here, the women are harder on each other than they are to the men. The men definitely call out all the flaws and stuff on the women, right? So they um bash the women for talking bad about each other, about dragging people's kids. They talk about whatever it is. And then you get the bashing from the men from getting dragged by the straight man or the non-straight man or whatever the case is. So yeah, the woman is the first one to be, I don't want to say attacked, but be criticized. Criticized, that's the word. Criticized, and we are much harder on ourselves anyway. So we tend to judge each other more, and we tend to give men more of the leeway. And I think that stems from society. But unfortunately, yes.
Interesting. Mika.
I would say women, then children, but not only women, but Black women. Like we are targeted the most. Um, like, for example, in the healthcare system, we are less likely to be believed over anyone else when having a complaint about pain. They automatically thinking that we're medicine seeking. Like I do believe the woman has the hardest time and takes the brunt of the abuse. Now I feel like the children are like right behind it, but at least the children in some cases have the mother there as a barrier to abusive situations. So I do believe it's women, and especially our Black women.
I think
Misunderstood. Your turn.
Okay, I think that women are harder on women, and no matter how ridiculous a lie a man can tell, women are going to always judge the woman, and the guys know that they're gonna judge the woman, especially if she's, whatever. They judge what she wears, if she's attractive, whatever. She deserves everything that happens to her, and the guys get a pass. Oh, they're okay. They'll get a second chance again and again. But women are very critical over women, very judgmental. And even if they act as if they're sympathetic for another woman, they're really happy when things happen to her, no matter how horrible, and it makes them feel better about themselves. So women definitely are at a disadvantage because they know that if something happens, it's better to stay quiet and talk about it because of the judgment that's gonna come, and then the stigma that gets attached to her.
Very deep. Very true too. Clyde, your turn, madam.
Yeah, I'm right here. Well, I mean, I don't know how to really answer this because you're saying, do what? Like, are women more victimized than men? Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
I mean, I don't know because I can't speak for a man. I'm only speaking from a woman's point of view, like all of us up here. But I mean, I've seen a lot of messed up shit happen to women. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, and then of course, children are always, put first because of, they're innocent. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that way.
So let me ask you this, Clyde, to clarify and go a little bit deeper with you. Do you
Yeah.
feel that women in many industries are discriminated against still to this day?
You mean as far as like pay and stuff like that? Yes.
Hey, Mika previously mentioned healthcare. You could talk about
Yeah,
police.
I mean,
You could
I
talk
feel
about
like as far as the pay range goes and things like that. But I bring everything back to this right here, being African American. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be that, and that's the reason why certain, situations may not occur work wise, financial wise, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That's more of what I'm thinking about. And as far as the healthcare goes, I never had any issues with healthcare as of, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak to that, but I've seen stuff on the news and it definitely, what she was saying is real shit. That's real. And it's harder for women, period, not just Black women, but women, period, you know, to
Yeah,
get the help. Mhm.
I've
Yep.
actually experienced it in real life. That's why I brought that situation up, and
Wow.
it's sad,
That's
but it
very
happened.
sad. That's sick. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yes, lived experience does play a huge part in different topics for these speaking points. Not all of us
Mhm.
have the same experiences and things like that, but that's the point of learning from each other and being able to speak and communicate about just different real life situations. And hopefully, if we ever broach that type of challenge, we'll have something to go on. And blessings if we never ever go through it. You know what I mean? Clyde, is that all? Do you feel
Yeah,
that?
no, I'm good with what I put out here.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. I'll
Okay.
let QI talk. But I was gonna say in a minute, I'm going to like have to cook myself some. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Okay.
you girl.
But what I'm gonna do is drop down and then I'll come back up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. What are you cooking?
I'm being ghetto. I'm gonna fry some chicken and like I'm gonna cut up potatoes and make french fries.
Yum.
That feels
Oh,
good.
that sounds really yummy.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Okay, QI, your turn, Mama.
As Malcolm X, the late great Malcolm X once said, the black woman is the most disrespected in America. Now I would have to add that it's not just the black women; it's women in general, due to the fact that we're now in a patriarchal society where, and because of things like religion, certain religions that does not have a high viewpoint or does not regard women in high regard because of like just like when we talk about any industry, like let's look at the sports industry. Like men are able to get rich pretty much by playing sports. When like we do have the NWA or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The female football, but women don't have as many opportunities to get rich when it comes down to sports and different industries. Even in the music and the media in general industry. And let me just give you an example from the B sector. If you will notice the dynamics when it comes down to gay men versus lesbian women, you will see the adversity and what lesbians have to go through versus what gay men who get more acceptance. They get coddled and different things of that nature. So I would like to say absolutely women have it harder. And as someone also said, because of a lot of, the teachings, whether it be religion, the family background or whatever, a lot of women also don't have a high viewpoint on themselves. And, they're not often raised to be a certain like a certain way or accepting to other women. A lot of that deals with insecurities and different things of that nature. So a lot of women are hard and are harder on women themselves than as well as with men. Men get passes, they get coddled, but when it comes down to the women, we're they're throwing rocks and stones at us. But I digress from there.
I agree with every one of you ladies' talking points, really in depth. Um, you said it all. If someone missed it, the next person uh, kind of picked up. So I take all of your commentary, put it in, and that's my response. There's no need to repeat it. It's just common sense. You know what I mean? Um, However, just to add a little bit of some inspiration, right? I believe that women have the power to lead. I don't know how many of you would agree, but
To do what?
to lead, lead.
Oh, lead.
Yes, I do think that not only we have the intellect, the know-how, and the mental strength, meaning we don't need the physical strength all the time because we're so strategic. We can create the physical strength in men. That's my
I agree.
okay. So, um, but I believe in retreating back to nature and having women run things, run business, uh, structure things, and the men go out and hunt. You understand? Right now, it's not that way. It's like we're reversing roles in society today, which brings
I
me,
agree.
which brings me to the next talking point. And this isn't really a viewpoint. We all know what's going on in the world. How do we fix it? I want this to be a solution based uh, panel. You guys are intelligent enough to come up with some solutions. How do we, uh, you know, solve this problem of leadership in women? Any suggestions, you two cameras? Let's go.
YTC? Maybe she.
Okay, no, I'm here. I'm here. So did you want it to go political per se? Leadership.
Hey, Pizza. Welcome to the panel.
Hey. Hi, Bizarre. I was just wondering where you were. It's about time you got your behind over here, Bizarre.
She was feeding. However, Pizza.
Hey, Pizza.
Please, quickly look at this diagram. The 12 female archetypes. Introduce yourself with identifying one or all of the archetypes out loud. Can you see it?
Well, for one, that timeline is wrong because the warrior should be at the top, not the queen. And of course, I'm a motherfucking warrior.
Okay.
Queen's crowns get taken, warriors fight to the death.
There we go, P.
See what I'm saying? Just choose the archetypes, girl.
I did. I just told you. I'm a warrior.
You don't identify with any more than that. We all have
no, just the warrior. Just the warrior.
Child. So okay, tell us about yourself without giving off any redeeming information and a fun fact about yourself.
What? I gotta give them something. Ooh, girl.
So everybody introduces themselves to the panel when they come. Is
okay.
Protocol. Your name. You don't have to. You can say your city, your zodiac, your profession, and a fun fact. You don't have to give off any information that you don't want known, but you can give a general. But a fun fact. That's what we're looking. What makes you fun? But introduce yourself to the chat.
Pazar. I live in Florida. And a fun fact is that I'm goofy, girl. Always goofy. Somebody.
That is the truth. You are very goofy. Shut up. I can't believe you didn't even get into the meat and potatoes of.
What?
You're goofy, but what else makes you fun? I could think of like 6 different things.
Trish, I wasn't trying to do all that. Right. Deal with goofy and move on.
Okay, fine.
Why you have to be extra about the situation?
Because you're late.
Well, yes, I am. I apologize. But you start sitting the people over and shared you out.
I appreciate it. I really do. So let's get into some more topics now that we got Pizza here. Do you guys think that women should be in leadership roles?
Whose turn?
It doesn't matter. We're going to start always clockwise with YouTube cameras back to me around the table. But the key is not just leadership roles, real world international leadership roles. Do you think that's the case? So we can do it with men going out to hunt and we staying back running things. YouTube cameras first, everybody else follows.
I like the hunt, but let them go hunt. Okay, they should be able to go hunt while we are, taking care of. We are resilient. Of course, there should be more of us in leadership. There should have already been a female president. However, I don't think America is ready for a female president. We are able to multitask. We're able to work under pressure. We are able to handle a lot of different things. Now, some may say that we can be emotional, but so can men. So I don't even think that that's necessarily specific to us. Case in point, but I might trigger the other panelists that's on here, MU, that we do have a man child in the office, and he basically throws a lot of tantrums and makes a lot of rash decisions. And here we are. But if there was a woman in the White House, would it be different? I believe that it would be different. We are often, tasked to carry a lot on our backs, and we are able to handle a lot. What? Is it time?
You made her drop, but let's go, YTC.
Drop.
Wait, I triggered her to drop because I talked about the president.
You triggered her.
Come on back, YTC. Come on back.
I think it was something in the chat that was happening.
Let me
pray. Okay.
What happened in the chat?
Wait, what happened?
In the chat.
Let me go in the chat. Why you didn't tell me? Wait, MU, what happened, MU?
She said she coming right back. But good job, YTC. So let's go.
Wait, so I didn't make you drop? Okay, good.
No, I was just playing.
She knows I poke a little. I poke a little at her. Okay. So I believe that a woman, we are very apt to handle, just like we are in the real world. A lot of times we don't get the recognition. We struggle with a lot of doing 10 times the work, with the pay disparity when it comes to the job. I personally have gone through that, where I work 10 times, where my male cohorts were sitting at, in the office and not doing anything. And so, yeah, we definitely are overdue for a woman to be in a leadership position in America. What are we talking about here? The number one position specifically, okay?
Beautiful. Eloquently put. Mika, your turn.
I absolutely believe that there should be a current female president. I feel like the males are too anyway, asinine to see that or even allow that to happen. I think we should be pushing the future women leaders of the world as adults, making sure that they can see themselves in leadership positions and they are prepared for such. But as long as these arrogant men are in, like, the White House, it's not going to happen for us, unfortunately. Yes, big Trump. Anyway.
Okay, QI, it's your turn.
All right. What a lot of people don't know about ancient history, the history that they don't make that prevalent to us, and this is whether it be Africa, when it comes to melanated people, or melanated Black indigenous Americans, in which I'm a part of. Back in those societies where things were more harmonious, the societies were matriarchal, which means that basically just like really what happens today, but we don't call it that. It's like where women basically are the head of the households, the head of the tribe, the head of the camp, while the men's basic purposes are to provide and to protect. So, and it worked out harmoniously back then. So basically, when things became more patriarchal, like the Jane Elliott stated, the Greeks created patriarchy, because even in Greek and Greek society, it was matriarchal. That's what things like Esther and Easter and these things came about. But one of the solutions is, we as women, we have to change our mindsets when it comes down to us being in leadership. We have to stop being so combative against one another, and we have to stop, basically being combative. I'm gonna put it that way. I'll leave it that way for lack of a better word. But we have, because we're the majority when it comes down to, like, politically, the voting number, we're, economical. We have a lot of strength. We are powerful people. Not just that, we're the ones who, I haven't personally, but I do, help with other children. But women are the ones who basically bring the next level of life or the next generation into play when it comes down to men or women. No man would be here without a woman. Women, because of that, we have a nurturing spirit. We care, and we're less toxic when it comes down to decisions. We will be more balanced when it comes down to decision and not based on ego and pride. And I'm gonna, finalize what I'm saying by saying that, it would bring about, basically more balance. It would be less war because we don't just have masculine or masculinity these days. We have toxic masculinity, which I think is another topic that should be discussed. And I think I'm going to digress from there, although I could have more to say.
I'm glad you paused it because you give up a lot before. This is only episode 1, QI. Just hold on. My dear, my boo boo's back. She came back. You prayed. You prayed, boo. You prayed.
Yeah, can I have the spot I was in back? Because I was timing my going back and forth on the bottom there. Is that okay?
Fine.
Yeah, I was praying only because of the time I'm doing things in between the conversation. That's all.
That's totally fine. We got our life.
Yeah, that's okay.
So do you think that women and Pizza, I didn't skip you. I just wanted to do this in order. I'm coming right to you, boo. Do you think that
Oh, take your time. I'm doing scratch offs, so take your time.
And I want my spot back.
just be ready to answer the question, Pizza, when you and scratch
Oh,
it.
I got my answer, baby. I got it.
Okay, good. So MU, you first because you dropped down. Do you think women could rule the world? Basically, we should be in more leadership positions. How do you feel about women in roles that men have today, and they're not letting us in?
I think that times are changing where women are taking more leadership roles. I'm perfectly fine with men being the president of the United States. But I think hi, happy life. I think all of that's changing now. I'm perfectly okay with women being in leadership roles, but we're still women. We're still the nurturers, and men are the providers. I think that's biological and that's in us, and we're getting away from that. So, that's just where it is. Am I for it? Now, I heard some talk about Trump, so I'm not going to get into that. Not going to get into that at all. But I'm not.
You should.
I mean, because I said I could see myself as president, definitely. But right now, women are. You guys know MU for president or MU for vice president. I would be amazing.
Let's go. As long as you're not misogynistic.
Listen, women are in more roles. You see that with Bondi. You see, that's still a bad example because they all got fired. But listen.
Well, she got fired, so there's that because they said, "Woman, get out of there."
She got replaced. She didn't really get fired. She got replaced into a different position. And so she's in the private sector now. Nevertheless, I'm perfectly fine with women being leaders if they're qualified to do the job. If you're qualified to do the job and you're qualified to hold a position, yes, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because men, come on, men lead the world that's just how it is. Look at
Girl, no. Girl, no. There's a man-child in the White House. Girl, there's a man-child in the White House, and no.
I'm talking about overall. I didn't say Donald Trump led the world. I said men as a whole lead the world. We see it in healthcare.
Trish, I think you should let this rock out because we have some questions for MU.
Okay,
more than likely, the women have more qualifications than the men, and they get
my bad,
passed
Pizza.
over because it's a man's world.
I didn't say
okay.
What happened to my time? What happened to my time?
Hold on. That's what I was.
I torpedoed your time. Sorry, I digress.
Hold on. We're gonna let MU speak. We're not gonna jump her. Okay, it takes a lot for her to come out and do all of this. Y'all not gonna ruin this for me.
I love my MU.
Yeah, we love MU, but we're not going to beat her up. And I know you guys have questions about her political views, but like work it in like a a penis with a tight pussy. Just take it easy.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Yuck.
I wasn't necessarily talking about
Wow,
Trump.
that didn't even sound believable.
When you look at any profession, men, you guys just talked about higher pay for men. You guys just talked about the glass ceilings and things like that for women. I'm not saying anything differently than what you guys have already said. I said if a woman is qualified to do the job and a lead, I'm perfectly okay with that. But it is challenging when men tend to get the higher positions. That's what I said. I didn't say anything differently than what you guys were saying. Now, just because Donald Trump is all of our president doesn't mean that MU is representing Donald Trump right now. I'm just talking about things that's happening in the world.
MU, do you think that women are less than or not equal
Oh
to
hell
men?
no! Let me get
Oh,
mine
my
done
bad.
since y'all
My
want to be
bad.
hyped on.
My
Hold up, I'm
bad.
not about to
My
get
bad.
in
Do
tonight.
that,
Like
Mama.
what the fuck?
Okay, Pizza, you have the floor. I really want to hear what you have to say about this topic. Let's go.
Yes, of course women should be in higher places because they are more intelligent. They are mothers. They are natures. So yes, of course they should be up there and higher. Who put men up there? Because men say that they should be up there, even though they're the most emotional motherfuckers ever. Okay.
Let's go. Let's
So
go,
you
Pizza. You on fire.
hold on, wait a minute, Pizza. Do you digress? Say I digress. Say I digress.
She dropped.
She
I
dropped.
think she's gonna come right back.
The nerve. The nerve. Anyway, Mika. Mika.
Yes. Yes, darling.
What do you feel about this war?
Let me go on mute.
Why am you? Because I have been talking about the politics.
It's gonna drive a point. It's gonna drive. It's gonna come full circle. I know what. Listen, don't think we're gonna beat up on you. This ain't a lineup or anything. You have your political views. That's why I invited you. I want you to be strong. Be strong, MU. Stand on business. Okay, there you go. So, Mika,
Mm-hmm.
the war.
I have been talking about this. I think it's stupid. We have a man-child in the office. He can't take no for an answer. It has to be his way or the highway. We will bomb everything if you don't listen to me and do as I say. This man has a power issue. Like, I want this to be over. I don't understand how he thinks he's going to get back in office again. This is it for him. I look at this as something different, though, more so based on territory and religion than political. But I'm not even going to get into all of that. I'm going to digress from that. But we have a man-child in the office who thinks he's going to get his way by bombing and unaliving helpless, innocent people. A whole school was bombed, y'all. Those children didn't deserve that. Those innocent people didn't deserve that. I digress.
YouTube cameras. Come on, boo. Your turn. YouTube cameras. Yoo-hoo. Wake up.
YTC.
Okay. QI, you take a shot, and when she comes back from probably
Wait, can you tell me what was it? I walked away from the phone. What was the question?
the war. How do you
The
feel
war.
about
What
it?
about the war?
How do you feel about it?
We should not be at war. It's always something. Why are we at war? Why on earth are we at war? First, it was the oil. Look at the gas price. Why are we just creating fights with all these people when there's a whole lot of trouble at home? Why are we at war? The job market is a mess. The oil price is a mess. We went and poked at Venezuela, and what happened with that? And now we're at war. I think every month is something. Why are we at war?
You
Obviously,
digress.
that you digress because it seems like a rhetorical statement.
I digress. Yeah, I digress. I mean, yeah. I mean, I just think that
Touche. I get it. QI, your turn, Bill.
Okay, I think first of all, we have to consider that Epstein was very invested. If you looked at a lot of those documents in Israel, I think this is the greedy trying to obtain control, power, and the economic resources from land resources and resources in general. Because we have heard that Trump wants to build that beautiful beachfront property over there in Gaza. But at any rate, so it's also a distraction because one of the things that America should be paying attention to is a president with a felon, a president that violates little children, a president that has been a part of the Epstein files, and a lot of those other political leaders as well. We need to clean up our house at this time. So why do we have anybody leading us that would violate innocent women and children in the first place? That means that they're not for the best interest of America as a whole. They're only for the best interest of themselves. This is a greedy thing. It's not about everything. We will not benefit anything from this war. This war actually has nothing to do with us other than the fact that he's using our tax money and our resources for his and his buddies' own personal gain. And I digress from there.
Can I add something? Do you mind? No, I was just going to say, in y'all's free time, look up Dome of the Rock. Look at where it's located and look and see what happens once it falls. And I digress from there.
I didn't want to I did want to get controversial. That's why I posed the question. But you guys are doing really well with articulating yourselves and answering the questions where it's politically correct and you're speaking from the public standpoint, the woman public standpoint, where we're concerned about our children and our families. That's why it doesn't make sense that we're in war. But I digress. Misunderstood? Your turn, mama. Look at her face. Come on.
Come on,
we all
MU.
need to
Let's
go on
go,
mute so we
girl.
can hear MU's point.
Everyone on mute.
I'm sorry, MU.
I've
Come
been
on,
praying.
beautiful.
I've been praying so hard for the last couple minutes. So, I'm like, not only that I really appreciate the chat, going at somebody in the chat, but then this kind of caught me off guard. Let me say this. First of all, sometimes when people think of me, sometimes people consider me conservative. Some people may consider me an independent. I don't know what people classify me as, right? Donald Trump. I don't push Donald Trump on people. Donald Trump is all of our president, whether we like it or not. We are in war with Iran, and we don't want Iran building nuclear weapons. Now, you guys can get mad at me all that you want, but the United States has been in conflict with Iran for a really long time. But some of you have felt to speak to me or talk to me for a long time, so you really don't know my stance on things like this. I hear what you guys are saying. I don't think I need to tell you guys that I completely disagree. I completely disagree with some of the rhetoric you guys are saying. Some of the things that you are saying is unfounded. I don't hear any sources. I just hear a lot of emotions. Now, I have kids too. I'm a woman too. And I hear everything that you guys are saying. It's just a lot of things are purely emotional. If we had a different president in the office, I would speak about a different president. But Donald Trump happens to be the one in office. So I speak about Donald Trump. I feel that at a time like this, it's just, there's a lot of fear mongering going on. There's a lot of fear mongering. And what I heard from all the women up here, let me try lightly. What I hear is a lot of emotions, but I didn't hear a lot of facts. Okay. So the war in Iran is not going to stop just because people are emotional. I don't think I don't like this war. I know that we are in war because we're protecting Israel, but the bottom line had to do with the nuclear weapons, and Israel happens to be a part of it. I wish the United States was not in war, just like anybody else. That's a fact.
Okay, so I already know what's coming, right? So we're going to switch positions really quick and start getting this prepared. Um, so Mika, YouTube cameras, and myself, we're going to take a step back for a second, just for a second. And the reason why, QI and misunderstanding.
I was about to say, why didn't you take me back with you? QI.
No, because you are the opposing argument, and QI, she said you was not stating facts. She was speaking from emotion, and I think you would be better. Just make sure you allow her to speak.
I'm ready. I'm fine. And I'm not, I love you, MU, but, here we go. Let's go. Let's go, sis. I come to your panel. I go to her panel and do it occasionally when she has an open panel. So,
You turn
and
my
I
house
still love you.
after. Let's have a conversation, QI, because apparently you had a lot of pent up emotions. So I would like to hear what you have to say, as long as you let me
So,
respond.
what did I say that wasn't factual? I spoke about the
I didn't hear
Epstein files. Are the
anything
Epstein files based on emotion?
The Epstein files. Now let me tell you about the Epstein files. The Epstein files is not a Democrat or Republican thing.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Wait, why am I frozen? Am I?
No, we hear you.
Hang on. I put my internet. Y'all can still hear me? Okay, because my
Yes.
internet's cutting in and out.
Yeah, frozen.
Okay, but let her speak, QI, and then you go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So when it comes to the Epstein files, it's not a Republican or a Democrat thing. It's a right or wrong thing. And Republicans and Democrats have been disappointed in how the files have come out, because we don't like to see people of prestige and wealthy people get away with things, especially when it comes to harming kids. So I want the real perpetrators and the people that harm these children to be held accountable. And that's not a Republican or Democrat thing. I think that's where you got it messed up. We don't like what happened. And the reason that they got away with it is because people of power and prestige live by a different set of rules.
Do you digress?
Yeah, I digress. That's why I stopped.
All right. Well, I, for one, have never said it was a Democrat, Republican, or any other party thing. I think that I don't care what party you was in. You could be in the gray party for all I care. I just don't think that anybody who is violating women, and children should be any leader of a nation comprised of, women, majority women, whether it be any race, or the children, which are our future to the next generation.
Okay, can you tell me where he violated children, where it's shown? Because let me tell you something.
Well,
if Donald Trump did all the things that you guys say that he did as far as the Epstein files, they would have brought that out during the Biden administration. During the Biden administration, they had full access to the Epstein files. I don't know what happened to my camera around my big black box, but that's just the dark force that you represent right now. Because let me tell you something. Those files would have been brought out during the Biden administration. The Democrats had control. And when Donald Trump was trying to run, they would have put those files out to stop him from running. I'm not saying that Donald Trump is perfect at all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to say that he's a Pedialyte and all those kind of things, that has not been proven.
Can
you digress? Go ahead, Mika. Go ahead.
So, I mean, you made the statement that people, so whoever is involved with the Epstein files should be punished. Does that apply to Trump as well? Because we see him his name repeatedly. His image is in there. And from my understanding, Israel was the reason why the Epstein files finally came forward. So does what you're saying, does that apply to Trump as well? Should he be held accountable for the things we've seen and heard?
Anyone who has harmed children. Now, I've read through the Epstein files. Not every page. It's a lot. I'm still reading through it. When Donald Trump's name is mentioned, it's in reference to something. It just is. Oh, he was president. A lot of people names were in those files. The Obama's names were in those files. A lot of people's names were in the files. But I'm waiting for where there's proof of him doing something, not just the allegations, but there's proof of him doing something.
We've seen pictures of him there.
And that hasn't been out. That would be all over CNN, CBS, any left-wing media. It would be all over there. And again, I'm not a Trump sympathizer. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not even MAGA.
Okay.
Donald
Can I go next?
You are aware that the Epstein files were filled with code words.
I know that, Mika. I'm not saying that it's not. But what I'm saying is, I'm still, and I'm surprised because I've heard a lot of people say, "Don't accuse people without proof." I have not seen I would not support somebody that harmed children, and there has been no proof that Donald Trump has done that. And if there was proof of it, again, it would have been brought out when Obama was in office before he was elected again. I digress.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to say is my allegations with Trump is because this was actually during the Hillary Clinton and the Donald Trump election where it came out that he violated a 13-year-old girl, and those charges magically went away. Okay. And we've all heard Trump as well. Wait. We've also heard Trump say grab him by the pee. We also know that Trump wants to take away. That Trump he did a map. They did a map. Him and his colleagues did a map to take away the voting rights of women because women are the majority and very powerful in politics. Because he wanted everything to sway from a patriarchal standpoint. And then we also know that the Epstein files still have a lot of redactions and a lot of stuff is still missing, as well as the fact that he fired Comey and a lot of the FBI people that was originally investigating the case. So if I want to say that I do not trust under Trump's administration, because I always like to go back to Biden, but I want to say that if I don't trust anything, I don't trust the investigation and what's coming out right now when it comes down to the Epstein files with Trump being in office. I feel like just like with everything else we've seen, how many times he's gone to the Supreme Court to violate our constitutional rights, I feel that it's the same thing. He will do anything as a narcissist to stay in power. And I digress.
I don't understand how a felon is in office. I just don't get that either. But yeah,
I agree.
I think that
I don't understand how we're okay with a felon being in office. Not a one-time felon, not a two-time felon, but what is it, 36, 42 count?
Yeah. I have a question.
It was initially 88, but I digress.
Okay. I thank you, ladies. I do appreciate that. But I really do want to hear from YouTube cameras. She's been quiet for a while. YouTube cameras, you care to weigh in on this crazy topic?
Well, as long as you all understand that somebody voted that man in there after the first term. So my problem is, and this is why I try to stay away from it because it was a mental anguish. It was a whole lot of dilemma. It was a whole lot of, as a Black person, having him complete his first term and then people voted him in as if they forgot all the stuff where y'all not paying attention to the news and all the stuff that he was doing, where y'all not paying attention when he got impeached multiple times, didn't pay attention when all the stuff came out about while the country was fighting during the pandemic to have affordable vaccines and stuff for the people of the United States. Some of them were being allegedly sent over to Russia. Did they not see all of that stuff? Did they not hear all of the stuff? Did they not see the storming of the Capitol Hill? Y'all didn't see all that? And then he got voted back in. And now we're wondering why we're at war, why there's high tariffs every time. Like, where can we go without them looking at you kind of strangely with the U.S. passport?
And can I also say this? The president is currently trying to whitewash America. He is trying to remove Africa anything. He don't want the Black History Month. He's
Oh,
removing
MU is gonna
stuff
be mad
that's
tonight.
allowed in Pennsylvania, like removing Black history. What are we doing? And how is that even fair? How is this
That
being
was the
allowed?
plan. He
I
did.
agree.
He did 4 years before. That was the plan. He came back with a vengeance to.
But
So,
can I say this real quick, please,
hold
Trish?
on 1 second. One
Okay.
second. So, MU, I saw your comment, and you don't think this is a peaceful conversation just because we're on opposing sides of viewpoints. I agree with many things you say, and I agree with some of the things these ladies have to say. It's about healthy conversation. Come on, we're not going to be just monotone, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. This is not to the chat, as well as, I don't feel like we're doing it on the panel. I just think that we're just expressing, our factual points. But to the chat, this is not a beat up MU session. These are the types of conversations we do need to have. This is a part of the educational foundation we do need to have without being aggressive and always feeling like we beat up on each other. Like I would like to see, a healthy, formal debate. Trish, if you could even orchestrate that, where we discuss, like these type of political topics in this time and frame, especially before election, because I think it's very vital that we get a full education. And once again, we need the opposing side, or we need people like MU to tell us why they voted, or why they voted, where their mindset is now, and a lot of different things. So I appreciate MU. I appreciate, the fact that we have somebody within our community that can have a conversation with us in terms of, people who voted for Trump, or people who was, at one time for Trump or whatever. And I digress from there.
Thank you. Can I respond to that? Oh, I can't hear you. Trish,
We
I
can't hear you,
hear
Trish. Also, I have to walk off for a few minutes.
Fine. I just want to tell you, I'm probably maybe I am the oldest person on the panel, but I just want you to see this is what happens when you go through hot flashes. I'm having hot flash during my show. I just bust out. I just bust out like I just jumped in a pool. I want you guys to vision this. This is a women's panel. I want you to witness what happens when you have a hot flash.
Well, your skin looks, what's that word? Is it you know what I'm saying? Like when it's
dewy, but I'm sweating, MU. So I'm just gonna let you ladies know I'm gonna cam down for the rest of this live.
Oh, how cute!
That's fine.
Thank you.
That's fine.
The camera's not working. I wanted y'all to see my face. Let me say this. I think that QI asked a good question. Why did people vote for Trump, right? And I think we're missing it. First off, thank you for recognizing that there's someone in your sector that thinks a little differently. But it had nothing to do with really Donald Trump. You really have to think back. A lot of Republicans that were Republican before, I'm not talking about the people that just jumped on board with Donald Trump. I'm talking about the people that were Republican before that, right? There was no primary. There was no one elected to be the representative for the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. So some people voted on what they felt was the best. I live in California. I didn't want open borders. And when Harris said that about the gender reassignment surgeries being paid for in prison, I wasn't for that. And I just didn't like where it was going. So some of us just voted for what we thought was best, not what we thought was the best thing for the country, but just the best out of the two choices. Now, I don't vote, and that really was the thing for me. I'm in California. We've already experienced Harris, and it was just a lot of things, but it really had nothing to do with, we thought Donald Trump was the perfect president. And some people aren't going to like our choice because they don't like what Donald Trump is doing right now. I didn't vote for Donald Trump both times. I just didn't like what was happening in California and what I don't think any candidate was perfect. I think there was problems with both.
Can I ask, has there, MU, has there ever been a time? I've never thought that any candidate was perfect. I don't think that people are perfect in general. But, one of the things I look at is, like you said, and I have to honor your decision because you said that you voted what was best for you. Now,
No, I didn't say that, QI. You misquoted me. I said I voted what I thought was best for the country. But my vote alone didn't elect him. Donald Trump won the popular and electoral vote. And I think that without a primary, without midterm elections, I think that I don't think it would be good going for it at all. We should have the choice to choose who the Republican candidate or the Democratic candidate is going to be, and we didn't get that this time around. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I understand. Neither was a better choice. And like I'm saying, I've never
Neither
thought
was
that,
elected. Right, that's what I'm saying. Neither
any,
was elected. They weren't elected. They were put there, and we got to vote. Usually, we get to choose, and we didn't get that choice. So people can say what they want to say, but neither candidate was perfect.
can I ask you this question as well? What if it had been a better Democrat? Would you have voted democratically?
Hold on
But
a
you
second.
did say that you're
Latte, is
independent,
that
though.
you?
Hey, I'm
How are you?
late.
Thank
Yeah,
you
and
so much
I
for
don't know what the
joining.
topic is, but I don't know if I can contribute. But anyway, yeah.
Yes, just go on
This
mute
tea
for
latte.
now
How you doing, tea
Okay.
latte?
Thank
and
you.
let
I was totally on your side earlier, but anyway, okay.
Thank you. I know you are.
so I just want QI and MU
But
to
I
finish
do.
and close out their exchange before we integrate tea latte into the conversation. I want you guys to finish your thoughts. Go ahead.
That's pretty much all. I just wanted to know that like, just say in this instance, it was a woman. Say it was a woman. Say it was a black woman,
Okay.
and she was definitely perfect. Would you have voted in that instance for that Democrat?
If she was perfect as far as what?
As far as the views, her political insight and agenda, and in terms of like all the things that are important or significant to you.
Absolutely. But what you're asking doesn't make sense at all. Because
No,
you
I
just
just want.
no, it didn't make sense. Would I vote for a woman? Would I vote? Absolutely, if she was the best person for the presidency. But you just said, oh, if she was a Democrat and she was perfect, I'm a conservative. So how is so? I think that you're trying to. I think that your question is flawed. I'm a conservative, and
How?
because people don't like me, I'm not gonna vote against what I think for the country. I'm a conservative, so I vote for conservatively.
So you'll never vote. You'll never vote. You'll never vote against your
I told you. I told you just now. Even if I voted for a Democratic woman, so I see what you're saying. If the woman had everything, let's say she was a Democrat, but she was a conservative Democrat, because there is a such thing. Absolutely, I would vote for a conservative.
Okay.
If she belonged to the Democratic Party. Not every Republican is conservative. That's why I say I'm conservative before I even say Republican. I'm conservative. Yes, I told you, Donald Trump's first time around, I didn't vote for Donald Trump the first time.
Okay.
So I will never say
Did
that.
you vote at all?
I'm sorry.
Did you not vote, or you just didn't vote for Donald Trump?
I vote every election.
Okay. I'm good. We're good.
All right. So let me move around. You guys, thank you for having me.
And I want also to make this known that we're not trying to gang up on MU for her political views. I don't want this to turn into that. These are just open questions, and kind of MU is an expert at this right now, so she's able to answer questions regarding her stance and be neutral with acts when answering the questions. I hear her speaking from both perspectives, political and personal. So I just want to make that known.
Can I say something, Trish, before we move on?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm not for now. A lot of people that are conservative, again, Molly, shut up in the chat. A lot of people that are conservative do not like where things are going. I told you, I don't want to see America go to war. There's a lot of things that's happening where I'm like, whoa, we need to scale things back. I told you guys before that there's a lot of people that's from the Republican Party that are not happy where things are going right now. It was just a tough choice. I mean, I hear what you guys are saying about the wiping out Black history and Black culture and things like that. I'll never be for those kind of things. And people that are Black and conservative definitely have different interests that we want to see within the conservative party for our own people as well.
And once again, MU, I definitely love and appreciate you, okay? Because I want to hear. I want to know. I want to understand.
That's fine. So I'm here. You guys can ask me whatever you want. I think that,
Right.
if it gets needed, I still hear you guys.
Right. And we wanted to get T Latte's contribution to this segment before we move on to the next segment, which is not political. I want to change the climate of this conversation. T Latte?
Yes, ma'am. That was very kind of you, QI, to say that after that exchange. It was very nice. What do I want to say? Okay, so I was born and raised in Southern California, in LA.
Hold on one second. Let me give you the same introduction that we gave each and every woman on this panel. And if you look at the screen, T, you will see the name, city, zodiac, profession, and fun fact.
Oh goodness. Okay, T Latte. Born and raised in LA. My rising sign, I'll give you that, is Gemini, Pisces moon. Let's see, because your moon is your psychology, and your rising is how you show up to the world, basically. And fun fact is, well, today about I cut a lot of my hair off today. That's a fun fact. Anyway, it wasn't doing very well, so I just cut it myself. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, and the last thing to orient you the right way, look at this diagram on the screen. The 12 female archetypes, you'll see 12. Which of the 12 do you identify with? We
Let's see.
identify with multiple. It doesn't have to be one. It could be all of them. It could be,
Princess, warrior, mother, queen. I'm probably more of the healer.
Okay, what other ones?
Probably a bit of a rebel.
That's it?
Probably maybe lover.
We all are. What else?
And okay, I admit it, I probably am a bit of a warrior as well.
Let's go, T Latte. Let's go. Okay, that's really good. So I want to ask YouTube cameras, do you want to close out with this segment before we move on to the last topic of the night? You want to weigh in on this, Boo?
Nah, that's cool.
Okay, not a problem. So thank you guys for your contribution to this education, political relationship segment. Now we're going to get into the very last topic of this live stream. And I really can't tell you enough that greatness lives inside of all of us. So tap in. Hush. The last topic is going to be what we grazed over. We're going to spend 20 minutes on this. YouTube culture and networking. This is something that I definitely wanted to speak about because the YouTube culture for women has changed. Women are the biggest subscribers and the biggest patron of YouTube, whether they're content creators or subscribers. But yet, we make the least amount of money on this platform compared to our male counterparts. So I wanted to discuss with you guys in a roundtable form. How do you guys see, or you ladies see, us changing that trajectory so that not that we dominate the platform, but we have equal amount of visibility, exposure and opportunity to gain income and revenue from our content through networking. This is a freestyle, so there's no right or wrong answer to this. We're going to start with QI first. Let's go.
Woo. All right. Yes, I agree with the fact that even politically, we are the biggest in number, the less represented, and economically, we don't get paid, and it transfers over to the micro macrocosm of the YouTube, for instance. And like I said, a lot of it has to do with uh, other women's insecurities towards other women's viewpoint on what, coming from a religious or, a traditional family background or whatever, their viewpoints on other women. And I think that it's a detriment to us as women and to the future generations. I feel that, we do need to learn how to, regardless of our differences, we do need to learn how to support each other, lift each other up, and not always be the ones to run to the front line and, for misogynistic reasons, because women can be misogynistic as well, due to how they've been taught. I do think that we need to realize that that's a detriment, and we need to realize that we're the ones out here trying to feed the children and provide for the next generation. So a lot of things are just important, if not more important, for us. And I think I'm going to digress from there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, QI. Mika?
Well, I want to start by saying the men, to me, are definitely more supported. They're more lifted up. They have I feel like they have a easier time making it on YouTube than the women do, especially coming from other sectors. And even if the CCs come together and want change to happen, it's ultimately up to the subbies. The subbies control the board, they control everything. So I really don't. I would love to see change, but I don't know how to make it happen. There needs to be change, though.
Don't worry, we're doing it right now, my friend. YouTube camera?
Okay, so I think in order for this to change, that would mean, right, there needs to be more collaboration or support. Things will have to change in that realm in order for, if you want to see a difference in what is happening right now. Until that changes, I don't really see it going anywhere. I just see it being, like the same old, everyone for their own, and the beefs, the trying to do stuff behind people's back to take away when we can all really win because it's a big platform and people are getting money, and the people that focus and the people that don't have to fight, they get the money, they get the support. But bottom line is a subby, situation. Okay. So of course the subbies play a part. But when it comes to some of these things, yeah, I mean, in order for us to see a change, there has to be a change in behavior. Ooh, oh, okay. Oh,
Your turn.
I love you back, MU.
I'm so mad. Who is it on me or
No,
someone else?
it's on Tea Latte right now, babe.
Okay. On mute.
Tea Latte. Tea latte, get off, mute. Tea latte, get off, mute. What are you doing, T? What are you doing, T? MU, your turn. We're not waiting for this. What's she doing? Go ahead, boo. MU.
I'm tripping with RTC right now. I'm so mad, but I gotta pray. Listen.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. This is where conversations start, and also creativity.
No, I got red ball. I missed the chunk.
Yeah, going back to what Mika and YouTube cameras said earlier, I believe this pretty intelligent women's panel is going to be the catalyst for an eruption of women leading in the space. It's all starts here with conversation and then spewing back to your platforms and other people's channels. We want to support each other's ideas and creativity, but we have to compete on a high quality level.
We
And
do.
that's
Mhm.
why we're delivering this live stream. I guess we're going to do this bi-weekly because that's what I can commit to, not every week. But it's enough topics and commentary that we can come together, brainstorm, and create. We are born to create and experience those two things: create and experience. Women create and experience. So uh, this live stream plus this conversation will create this promotion of more creation in my eyes. So that's the goal here with doing this live stream. Uh, I love my bros that does great content in all sectors, but we need more women representing true content creation and creativity that can last for a long time here. Uh, and it starts right here with the Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. We have a plethora of great content creators, and I know this is going to stimulate some new creativity, some new shows. You know, let's go. So, MU,
Yeah. Okay, let me get off the chat. I agree with you, and I appreciate you for. Thank you, just chilling. I appreciate you for inviting me over. I knew it would get a little bit, but I do appreciate you for the conversation. As far as the platform, people. Now, you guys can disagree with me, but they tend to support men. And again, as I said before, they're very forgiving towards men. It's nice to see when women can come together, stop being so judgmental, realizing that the reason you don't like one person, no one's. We all have our strong points. We all have our flaws, and we all have things that we need to work on. Right. I think for me, I found a space where it doesn't, I found something that I like, where I don't really have to compete with people. It's not a sector. It's like I think that we forget that YouTube is also a business. Some people do it for a hobby, but YouTube is a business. And I found something that I like, and regardless how I can have a few people in my chat, I can have a lot of people in my chat. It's nice to get paid for what you do. It's very profitable, and I found something that I'm comfortable in. And when people come and have a conversation with me, QI has been there. Even if it gets heated, we still break bread at the end of the day. We're not hateful towards each other. We're not doxing each other. There's a lot of things, and it's kind of nice to have a subject where people aren't involved in people's personal life, but the conversation and the topic. Yes, I'm still over here. Yes, I'm still a part of you guys, but it's nice to bring something different, just like you're bringing something different right now. And there's space for everybody to win and for everybody to grow. And if we really, really came together, we all have something different to offer. And I know that I have a different perspective, and I've seen a different side of YouTube. I love sharing that kind of stuff, right? Whatever your topic or your conversation is, even if you're in the beef sector, you can still make it work for you, and it can be beneficial financially or connection wise. And there's just a huge YouTube world out there. So it's nice when women can say, you know what, we could put our differences aside, whether we like each other or not, and we can still make good commentary and show people that what we have to offer.
absolutely, absolutely, touche, touche. T Latte, are you ready yet to contribute?
Oh, okay. So essentially, you mean do you mean YouTube in general or
We're
just the
talking about
beef?
YouTube. Yep.
Okay, in general.
So this
Okay,
page
so
become male dominated, and it wasn't always. So
it wasn't.
I don't mind uh, existing with men, obviously, who have high quality content, but I do believe that women are equally as creative, equally brings great entertainment. We need to start supporting each other, and I wanted you
Mhm.
ladies to come up with solutions, if you had them, on how we could get to that goal.
Wow, yeah. I don't think that I could I'm a good person to talk about that because I'm not a content creator, but I think on the outside looking in, and I'm somebody who watches a lot of different people. Mostly, it's going to be either in like the economic sector and I love watching like health and wellness, right? And some beauty stuff. So what I've noticed is that what I know is that the men who decide to do this seriously, man, they put on a production. They put on a beautiful production.
Absolutely. And I think that's where we need to be more competitive, not with the men, but with ourselves and our creativity, taking it to the next level and being the best versions we could be. I know we could soar and we could really shine. And we all have our different niches, ideas. I just wanted to see and hear if you guys had any suggestions for solutions. I have a few.
Yeah, and they don't go live. They do a video. They spend a lot of time editing and
Uploads.
then yeah, they do all that.
Yeah,
So, I don't
yeah,
know.
but I've seen some channels with panels just like these that are thriving with 6,000 people in the chat watching. And
Oh, wow.
so,
Mm.
going around YouTube and seeing other women's panels and other women uh, doing different niches, it's really inspiring me. Overall, YouTube uh, content creation is inspired, and I want you guys to be inspired. Okay. I definitely wanted to discuss this with you guys. I believe in optimism. So I disagree with YouTube cameras that it will not change. It will change with action. And we're starting it now. So if you're paying attention to the moments of your lives, your existence in the matrix, you have to recognize this starts it. And T Latte, I do understand you're a subscriber, but you're witnessing it, the transformation evolve right before your eyes. And hopefully, you guys continue to stay tuned because we're going to always have women that are pretty intelligent come on this panel and discuss very controversial, uncomfortable topics that we can communicate through. And hopefully, we can come together with some solutions. I know we can. And with these issues, I realized in my lived experience when you go through issues and solve problems, it creates new ideas. So that's what I'm baking on.
I would like to say something about production. Um, if people watch me back in the day, I had perfect production. But I have to say this: I had, I got and I still have some of those counterparts. But it's like one of the things about production is that production requires upkeep. Like it's an investment. And so if you want to see like your favorite content creator or content creator, improve their production, like investing in a channel or donating to the channel is essential. But once again, we're talking about like where like a lot of women don't get donations, maybe not getting the clicks and views and different things like that. So when you look at StreamYard, right now it's $44 a month. But I'm just going to say I think that it's going to even go up higher in cost, and so we have to weigh out like what we put out versus what we're getting in, because it is a business, and we don't want to put everything out to YouTube and avoid our own home financial situation. So I just like to just say that, but I do understand production is very important.
Can I piggyback off of that, Trish? You got time?
Absolutely. Go ahead, hon.
Okay, so for me, so I talk about things where it's not good for the algorithm. My channel gets flagged a lot and stuff like that, and it could be up or down. So what I've been really good at, so regardless of, like I said, how many people in the chat, you have something that whatever you like. I don't care what it is. You can have talk shows or court TV, whatever it is. So I figure it doesn't matter how many times I go live or how many people's in the chat, right? And I'm just giving this to you guys. Do what you want with it. I found 5 people to sponsor the channel. It's like, okay, you give me X amount for this amount of videos. So regardless of how many people's in my chat, as long as I talk about this like I promised, I give you an hour. So instead of worrying about what YouTube is going to pay me, I worry more about getting my sponsors for my channel, and people is going to represent my channel, and they pay me a certain amount. And it's nice. And I found that I got that because over in the political sector and these places that I've been in, that's what they've been doing. They have people that will pay and sponsor their channels and sponsor their videos. So that way, if you're worried about cash apps and donations, you really don't have to do it, because you'll know, okay, I'll go live at this time. I've already made, this amount, and people will pay you for your commentary if you can produce that commentary, which takes the pressure off of, am I going to get super chat donations? What if YouTube doesn't monetize my channel or whatever? It kind of, well, my channel's monetized, but it a lot of times it's limited ads because I'm talking about Donald Trump. So I had to tell my audience, hey, you guys, I love this kind of commentary. I love it. I love bringing you guys the news. If you want this commentary to continue, I need this X amount of sponsors. And that's just another way to go about it. If you guys are having trouble because you're beefing or people are cursing on your platform, just find people that's going to sponsor your shows. And that could help you out a little bit.
Very wise. Thank you so much for that.
And if you need good pricing, I could tell you guys, I could lay it out for you guys. I could show you guys what I do and how I went about it. But someone taught me, so I was already kind of doing stuff like that before I even got into any type of sector. But even more so once I really niched down and chose a topic, it's just been so much better for me.
Yes.
And what do you mean that they sponsor your channel? What do you mean? Like, do they buy the partner program or what? Or just they pay you?
This is outside of YouTube, so this is just people that like my commentary, and so they pay me, like I get like a certain amount per month from them. I promise. So like, hey, they can use my videos though for what they want. They can edit, they can do whatever, but they mostly just sponsor. Like they give a certain amount of donations before I even start, just to donate to my channel. And
they tell you the topic to talk about, or what?
They don't tell me the topic, but they're conservative. So
okay.
They know that I'm going to cover the news. So when I'm talking about, they know that. That's why I said I can't go off too much on my channel. And I only promised them. So one, I'll do 3 solid live streams covering the latest with Donald Trump. That's why you guys see me talk about Trump sometimes. Sometimes you'll see me talk about Melania. So they're already they'll say, hey, are you going to cover this? We already have that agreement. They know that I'm niche down. So they know that I'm going to cover the news, and I'm from I have a conservative point of view. So as long as I stay along those lines, they'll pay me a certain amount a month, and I'll do a certain amount of shows for them. So you get people to sponsor your commentary. Hey, they like you. I let them know, hey, this kind of commentary is hard to produce, and YouTube doesn't like it. It's not good for the algorithm. It doesn't even have to be that. You just find people that like you, and if they like you, they will invest in you. As long as they see that, hey, you're growing, they like to grow with you, they like to feel that you got to let them know that they're a part of something by sponsoring you. They're part of the show. You appreciate them. And it's just like having a membership. It's just more pricier than that.
Okay, makes sense.
I think you should hold a tutorial on your channel on how to do it. If you don't want to do it, I would interview you on how content creators can get sponsored content. We'll talk behind the scenes.
What kind behind the scenes? I could lay it out for you better behind the scenes, because then I could show you when it comes to business and stuff like that. Number one, y'all never once heard me say to you guys, don't ask for money, don't ask for donations. But I think you guys have to remember that there's people outside watching you that doesn't drop in your chat that wants to support you. Because maybe, like for me, I'll share my own personal story. They see me grow from talking about these kind of things, beefing. They don't want me to do those kind of things. That's why I was like, yeah, I want to curse y'all out right now, but it can't be on my channel. I'll find a space. My point is, though, somebody is watching you and they've seen you and they're invested in you. So they want to know how can they help. All you have to do is find out how to package that and present it, and people will invest in what you're doing. As long as they find something that sometimes value is just making them laugh. but they'll invest. You just have to know how to ask.
Yes, but you know what? I agree with you, and I'm really excited about this. And this is what I mean by these conversations turn into something else. And we're going to keep it going. YouTube cameras, are you satisfied with her answer? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys be inspired. I just want you to continue to be inspired and let's grow together. We definitely all have our niches, but we can do it. And we're going to just keep collecting the bodies of women. And hopefully, who knows, this can end in something really magical, really large. So I am optimistic. You guys know that I'm a dreamer and I will not ever change. So this is exciting for me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. My hot flash is over, so I'm all cooling, half naked, y'all. Smash it. You know what I'm saying?
Smash it.
That hot flash was crazy. And I'm not menopausal. I'm premenopausal. I'm not that old. I'm premenopausal.
Okay, Trishy.
And that shit just bust out. It's like somebody came by while I was talking to you and threw a whole bucket of water on me. I have to let you guys see that I am human and I go through shit. It was hot. It was so hot. YouTube cameras. It's hot.
I'm sorry, Trishy
I'm
Poo.
trying not to laugh, but you made it funny.
I know you did make it funny. I was trying not to laugh
Now
too.
I was in pain over here because I'm like, Lord, please spare me.
Yeah. But it's about life, real life, ladies, real life. And if you haven't gone through it, you will. And if you going through it, you're faking. And because I just showed you what I go through. You see how I bust out? Come on now.
It's horrific, especially in the summertime. I get confused between hot flashes and anxiety attacks because they almost feel the same to me.
Right.
I'm gonna be 50 in a few days, so I'm
Happy birthday.
I'm
Thank you, Boo.
gonna be soaking in ice water in the summer because this is crazy work. But
Right.
see what women have
Well,
to
I've had one panic attack and it was awful. It was terrible. So anybody who has anxiety, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel bad because that one panic attack made me understand it fully.
Yeah, I'm confused now whether it's anxiety or am I really going through, because I think I'm sitting here thinking I'm skipping menopause because I'm older than all of y'all. I think I'm the oldest on the panel,
I
and
forgot you were older. Oh, you're much older than me now that I
I'm in the mid 50s.
Yeah, okay, smash it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so like I don't have, the monthly thing anymore, but I have not had a lot of. Now I do like to keep my heater on sometimes. When it's, I don't think it's hot or whatever. So that's questionable. And that's questionable, but it hasn't been detrimental, and I just like to thank the universe.
You're lucky, right?
Yes,
'Cause
let's leave it that
yeah.
way. That's why when y'all talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, let us, I just want to keep things the way that they are.
I hope it's like that for me, QI.
But there are some vitamins.
I can't wait till YouTube cameras go through hot flashes so we can tease her because she's not. She's just sitting over there going,
She's young. She
Chris,
she's young.
You make it sound so bad. Damn.
Whatever. I wish I could wipe the sweat on you so you can feel what I'm feeling.
Oh my
There
gosh,
are some
this
herbal
is bad.
supplements.
You guys,
I do take herbal supplements. So I don't know if it's because of the herbal supplements, but there are some herbal supplements that that you could take to help with the situation.
You know what I did? I wasn't prepared for like when you're fluffier because I used to be like a size 0, a size 2, and then I gained a lot of weight once I got sober. I'm so hot under the skin, like I'm telling you guys that sometimes
You kill me with the fluffier.
I'm serious.
Everyone calling herself fluffy is funny, right?
I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just saying I was not prepared for the heat that comes with it and for like I get sometimes I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm not used to this weight, but it's a different kind of struggle.
Well,
you really think you're fluffy?
You look
Yeah,
good. It looks
Fluffy
good.
is good to me. I like Fluffy. I love Fluffy.
Oh
I mean,
God, you are. We know you like
Oh, my
fluffy.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Oh Lord have
yeah, I
mercy.
went from 100 pounds to what y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know. But yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it feels different. So you want to talk about heat? I get hot too.
Imagine carrying a huge rump behind you. Like my back be hurting. I be hot all the time. I live in South Carolina where
Mika.
it's hot at 7 hells in the
Oh
summer.
hell no. That's I need AC 24/7.
Mika
I
says she's
think I'm
carrying a
a.
huge. Oh,
I think I'm
Mika,
gonna be
did
right
you
back.
hear?
I think I'm gonna be right back.
Did you hear that in South Carolina they found the oldest human remains? It's a man, and I think he's haplogroup like A 000 or something like that. Anyway, point is, the remains are 300,000 years old, and it was
Wow.
found in South Carolina, the oldest remains in the world. It's like literally like turning history like upside down.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up
300,000.
now.
That's not the oldest remains in the world. 300,000 years. That's
Three
inaccurate.
300, yeah,
Yeah,
300,000
that's
for
not
a
true.
human, and it
Yeah.
was a black man.
Well, of course, but
Uh-huh.
I think they're wrong about that as well because there have been other uh discoveries from historians and anthropologists that are controversial, and just because no one can co-sign it, they're kind of dismissing it. But they found remains millions of years old. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 300,000. I guess that's recent enough that they can wrap their minds around it. But others, it's science. I love it, but we got to evolve. We have many, many topics to talk about on Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. We only we didn't really touch even the surface, but it was a very dense live, very hefty. And I think it's just enough that we need for one live. I don't want to be, to overdo it. So we're going to come to a close now and save it for 2 weeks from today, Friday at 8 p.m. because you guys were really late. Well, y'all was on some color people's time today. But 8 p.m. I hope you all have time to come in 2 weeks, Friday, and that date is the 24th. April 24th is the next Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel. And before we head out, I want to give each and every one of you closing words. So we're going to start off with Mika. Let's go.
All right. I really enjoyed myself tonight. I love to do debate like topics and, diving in deep. Like that is my thing. I love using this brain of mine, okay? But thank you so much for inviting me, Trish. I will definitely be here for the next one. I had fun with you all tonight. All right? Have a good night, guys.
Thank you so much, Mika. You
Good
was
night.
a dream. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the 24th, my dear. YouTube cameras, your turn.
Trishy, thanks for having me. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I was in the chat for a little bit before I hit the panel. Okay. Let's do this again. I love
April
the different
24th.
topics.
April
Huh?
24th. April 24th at 8 p.m. Put it on your
Okay.
calendar. Thank you so much. Do you have any last closing inspirational words to say to the women on the panel in the chat?
I say, as women, let's just continue to do our thing. Let's try to empower ourselves and one another as much as we can on this application. And always feel that you are intelligent, despite the fact that we get ratchet and do the rah 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 and fight. There's still some brains behind those avatars or whatever. Okay.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you back, Trisha Poo. Okay, thank MU, and I love you, MU. Don't pay any attention. I'm just giving you a hard time.
And it was
I'm
good.
going to tear the house up. Molly, don't think you got away with anything. I see you guys on a paddle. but I see you. Mhm.
Tea
Yeah,
latte.
up the house. Going on mute.
Yes, tea latte. Your last words, my friend.
Let's see here. Yeah, it was nice. I look forward to seeing how this all evolves, you know? And I just the ratchetness, okay, that's fine. People want to get ratchet or whatnot. But my thing is that children should just be left out of it. If you want to talk about how, someone's parenting, I think that's absolutely necessary because it causes that person to step their game up and do better by the child. But the child itself is just off limits. So that's what I wanted to say.
Absolutely, always. Thank you so much, very much for coming up, Tea Latte. I'll see you April 24th at 8 p.m. Put it on your calendar.
Okay, good night.
Okay, bye bye now. And last but not least, the hot seat that you did phenomenal. I mean, you got so seasoned and expert like. Now you could run for president. Let's go, MU. Last comments, last remarks.
And you for president, right? I'm still feeling a little heated, you guys, but I want to end on a good note. Thank you, Trish, for having me over here, you guys. I think what's cool is to see the growth in people that started out and where we're coming, and the fact that we can even have conversations like this with people that we don't necessarily like or care for. We can still sit down and have a civil conversation. I do look forward to having more conversations like this, and I appreciate you guys because I know that my views are not like yours and they differ, but I do appreciate you guys for at least letting me speak and having a conversation, even though it did get heated and I still want to curse some folks out. I love you guys and I really appreciate the conversation. Trishi.
Yes, always. I respect and love you, MU, and thank you so much for all that you do for the culture.
You're welcome. Sorry I was being late, but I was at work, but I appreciate you, Trish.
No, I appreciate it. Put on your calendar April 24th, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. your time, right?
EST. Yes, my dear.
Okay, 5 my time. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Smash it. Thank you, MU. And I wanted to get closing remarks from QI, but she had to leave. I appreciate each of the ladies for coming up. Clyde Diva went to go and grab something to eat as well. Thank you so much. And pizza. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Smash it, and support the channel and its content. $ Hush and Move. We're going to continue to bring you high quality content. Pretty Intelligent Women's Panel is just one out of many. We're on our way. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all next time on Culture Media. Do it for the culture. Hush and smash it. God bless. See you next time, guys.